And
Alright.
we
Alright.
should be here. Let's just give it a second for the stream to come on onto my phone.
I'm seeing something.
You see it?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't have it yet. Oh, nope, now I do. There we
Black
go.
screen.
Yep. There we go. Alright, Shabbat Shalom, chat. Howdy doody, everyone.
Yeah, shalom.
Yeah. Shalom, Mart. Welcome. How are you, Zena? I am doing good. I am going to be joined today by none other than Forge himself.
Hello there.
Yeah. We're going to be going through the African Congo together, you know. Observing all the monkeys that escaped the zoo. That's right. It's a fucking black screen. What?
Yeah, it is.
What? Oh, god damn it. Here, just give me a second. Just give me a second here. They never make this shit easy. Who's this Forge guy? Seems like a good gentleman. Oh, he definitely is. He's absolutely one of the most kosher members of the group. So, of course, now that I actually managed to fix the fucking game, I gotta deal with a black screen. Give me a second. Video capture device, window capture.
This is just what it's gonna be like in Africa. It's gonna be dark.
Yeah.
All you're gonna see is this.
Yeah, just blacked.
Ugh.
How do you... This shit is so stupid, man. Color display capture.
I am quite well, Mart. I am quite well. I'm seeing Discord, and now it's back to black.
Hold on, what the fuck? Oh shit, the Discord? Oh fuck. What the hell?
I saw this Discord for about 2 seconds there.
Hold on, give me a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is the game itself now blacked? What the fuck? This, of course. This didn't happen the last time I fucking, tried to play it. Dude, I don't know. There seems to be a reoccurring theme with just Ubisoft stuff not fucking running. Alright, maybe it was because I booted it up beforehand. Maybe I need to boot it up, once OBS is active. God damn it, man. Of course, the time I fixed the fucking crashing is the time it starts acting up. Shit, I feeling at home here, Ubisoft, that's right. So yeah, how you been, Forge? You been winning? You been chilling?
I've been trudging through a nightmare in Alice Madness Returns.
Ooh.
I'm still on it. It's a decent game.
Nice. What the fuck? Such a Kino game behind such an incompetent company, exactly.
So the moment so it's the game itself acting up with not cooperating with OBS?
I don't know, I'm still trying to figure that out. Let's see, application audio, no. I don't want a browser. I would like... Nope, can't do that.
Do you have two captures running there? Or
no, all I've got is...
because you seem to have game capture unselected, but maybe yeah. Is game capture in the bottom left corner?
No, it's the problem. It's the game now. The game itself is showing up as blanked for some reason on OBS, even though I can. Ah, what a shit show, man! What a shit show. Here, I don't want to show off anything too sensitive. Let's go to group, maybe. Could I add that instead? Nope. Here, maybe if we try cleaning up some shit here. P and S stand for piss. Yeah, well, it's OBS, so if anything would be I don't know,
Me
overabundant
neither.
bitch sluts. That's my guess. Yeah, what if I maybe remove some of this stuff here? Let's see. Let's see. This is such bullshit, man. Here, what if oh my god. Lol. Ah. Fucking hell. Feeling enriched already. I know, dude. This is just like hold on. I'm not a quitter here, so we're gonna have to do this. There we go. We should have it in the bag now. Capture audio. G compatibility hook. Okay. All right, let's try this now. Xeno, like Chads don't quit. Exactly. Most inclusive stream so far. Oh my god, this thing is so fucking stupid.
Still darkness on my end.
I know. Capture specific window. Farcry 2. No. Hook rate. What is this? Hook rate. Normal. Okay. Yeah. Damn it, dude. You know what? Fuck, I think we should just play something else entirely. Honestly, I'm kind of just
3,000 years, and this is what it has been awaiting us.
yeah.
Just darkness.
I don't know why. So it still captures the cursor, it seems. What the fuck?
And you can see the game yourself?
Yeah, I can see it. I'm looking at it right now. I'm in the menu.
Can you? Is it in full screen, or maybe you can switch it to windowed or borderless?
You're right. I could try that. Yeah, let's see. Controls, network, display. Let's see. Resolution rate, refresh rate, anti-aliasing, DirectX version. Wait, what if I put it in widescreen? No.
Or just Alt-Enter combination. It's left, well, either, but left Alt plus Enter usually switches between. Oh, I can see it's windowed, and I'm seeing a menu.
Sweet.
Did you find the? What did you do? This widescreen?
I did Alt Enter. That's what I did.
Right. That's the typical shortcut for switching between windowed and full screen. Okay, now you might want to try it again, but this time it might stick to landing.
All right, let's
Might
see. So wait, I just press Alt Enter again.
Yeah, while the window is focused, of course. Yeah, and not sure it worked.
Yeah, it didn't fully work. Shit. Well, I mean, it still did. I mean, it's still on there. You know what? Fuck it. This is the Xeno Chimera channel. We do things the ghetto way. This is how it be. Oh shit. No, it's like.
So it can grab the window, it just can't grab when it's full screen. I'm guessing the game is just hijacking the entire thing and not letting you, not cooperating with OBS. Oh, is OBS on game capture or screen capture? I mean, it is screen, right? Because I can see your taskbar.
Yeah, I've been alternating it between the two. So
it should work. I've never heard of a game that doesn't work with just screen capture.
yeah. You know what? It looks like we're just gonna have to do it the ghetto way, you know?
Did you try the modes OBS has sort of? Did you try game capture? Sort of like
Yes.
just for Farcry again? Okay. Did you try window capture?
Yep. I mean, it's right here. See, I had it set to that, and game capture is just
specific window.
right here. See, Far Cry 2.exe. So capture.
Isn't it just the last one that's active, or am I mistaken about how this works?
No, it is just full screen that's only active right now. Because every time I try to activate it, it just doesn't register it. It doesn't pick it up. It's only with the full mode that you can see it. Because look, I'm gonna pull it back up, and yeah, black screen. So I think we're just gonna have to do it the getaway.
All right.
So, oh well. It is what it is. Unless, wait, what if we go back? Maybe there's more options in menu here. That's odd. I don't really see, like, because usually there's stuff for certain options, so.
There's literally no option here to turn it into windowed or full screen. You had to use a key combination.
Damn. Let's see. We didn't pay our fee, yeah. Like this shit, feeling at home here, like my Kang ancestor, exactly. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just play it like this then. I don't care. This is the Xeno Chimera channel. We are not professional in any way, shape, or form.
Google says if a black screen occurs, run OBS as administrator.
Shit. Okay, well, how do I do this then?
You'll have to shut down OBS first.
Shit.
And then right-click on the OBS icon, and there should be run as administrator there as an option. But you have to close it down completely first.
Fuck it. I mean, is it like really like obnoxious playing it like this, or?
Well, that's up to you. I don't mind. It's just smaller than usual, but it's. I think it's really more about how you feel about it.
Or, I mean, like I said, I could just move on to something else completely. So I don't fucking know. Nah, it's okay. Normie's fucking.
Yeah, for me it's okay. You're not playing with a controller, you're playing with mouse and keyboard?
Yep.
Okay, so just the mouse cursor might if you pause or something, just be careful so it doesn't go out the window, because you might click OBS or such. That might be the only issue if it's not bound to the window.
Yeah.
Okay then, bring me up to speed. I never played this game. I haven't seen your. I've seen your previous streams, but that was a long time ago. Yeah. Where are we in the story?
So, right. So our protagonist here, who is an Israeli, by the way, we're playing as a literal Mossad agent. We have been sent here to apprehend and take down the jackal, and we ended up getting malaria. We got into a gunfight, and now we're just pretty much doing odd jobs for a bunch of random people. That way we can get our shekels up. We're slowly fixing the economy here.
The jackal. That's the name of the antagonist.
Yes, he's a gun.
Pretty sure that's a reference, if memory serves, to Born Identity. Not the movies, the books, the novels. There was a terrorist called Jackal in those, in the trilogy.
Nice.
It might be a nod towards Bourne, Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of the protagonist here?
I don't remember. Go back to my character's notes then. Hold on, because it might be in the journal. Who I am. Oh wait. No.
Who am I? That's the question we'll be asking ourselves throughout the game.
Exactly. I can't remember. I just know that I'm an Israeli. Like, because you can play as multiple. Like you have the option to play as various characters. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the people you don't pick, you can end up becoming your buddies and shit.
So right now you those are the buddies. You didn't. The one you didn't pick is probably you right now.
Or no, the one I picked is yes.
Yeah, the one that. Well, anyway, it's not on the list there. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Africa.
Look at me, I'm the captain now, exactly, Mark. I'm the captain of this here safari. And right now I notice all of the gorillas have escaped the fucking zoo.
You know that Africa is a country, really, because the only thing you can think about is there are only a couple. Really, the range of subjects when you think Africa is it's quite narrow.
Yeah.
And it's not the one that YouTube likes.
That's fine. Fuck YouTube at this rate. We make our own kosher rules. We have a containment breach here, exactly, yeah. Even the albino ones somehow escaped. There's almost more albinos than there are regular ones. We need to give more money to all the... Yeah?
One way or another, you're gonna be hunting animals here.
Actually, no, because in this game, hunting animals is pretty discouraged. Unless the animals that I think you're talking about, because in that case, it's open season.
One way or another, it's not people. Yeah, Mart. I would say Egypt perhaps is that's not exactly. That's somewhat separate from Africa.
Yeah.
But the rest is just one big pot of
shit.
Of prehistoric civilizations. Like currently they're still kind of prehistoric in some parts.
Ooh, I like what Mart's saying here. We need to give more money to all the villages and settlements of this map pronto. I like that. And then maybe slide a couple billion to Israel while we're at it. If you think of Asia, or if you think of, you can at least have some, or name some countries, yeah. Shit. I keep taking my eyes off the road, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, while we're on the topic of geography, because there is Americans. I'm gonna defend Ameri Bros here, which you're one of. You often get flack for not knowing the geography of the world. You know the saying: America goes to war so Americans can learn some geography. It's the issue is you have 49 states to keep track of.
No, we actually have 50.
Well, no, I mean when you're in, I am not counting your own. When you're in a state, I mean surrounding states. You have 50. well, 51 if you count a certain place in the Middle East, and so you have 50, and then you're basically bound to keep track of the names and perhaps capital cities, which is not something we in Europe have to. We are completely fine with just knowing about 5 to 10 countries, and that's.
Yeah.
But for Americans, the bar is even higher. So how can they keep even more information? Well, Mexico, Canada, that's fine. And the hell do you care about what happens beyond Mexico?
Yeah.
That's not your problem. In theory, of course. So yeah, there are certain. Imagine, like I don't know the names of all the sort of counties in Poland or Scotland.
Yeah.
But for you, it's like they're so big. Your country is split into smaller countries, and you gotta remember so much stuff.
Well, that is kind of the thing about the States. I mean, really, the main government in the U.S. serves more so as a manager umbrella. They really did kind of just want, like, a bunch of the states themselves to figure it the fuck out to a degree on their own. That's why a lot of smaller states, pretty much, for all intents and purposes, do somewhat serve the role of different countries, because they all have their own laws.
Yeah, that was the original idea. And the more you moved away from that idea, the worse it well, you're essentially an empire now.
Not that I would be opposed to it, I just want them to manage it better. To be honest, while I do like the individuality of the states, you know, the states having their own laws and rules and whatnot, it is admittedly a bit too confusing. I don't want to just, you know, like if I need to, like hypothetically, if anyone needs to move out of their state, whether it's for job or new opportunity, you know, they have to make a lot of adjustments. You know, some states allow firearms. Some states don't really have that many don't really have good firearm rules, so they'd essentially have to give up some of their guns and shit because if they, you know, because of them they're moving, and maybe they have to make adjustments to their vehicle as well, which is also going to cost more money and shit. So it's stuff like that.
Those are minor things. You don't want the overarching behemoth that's the federal government. Reaching with its tentacles into every aspect of your life. Unfortunately, that's what you get when you have a federal government that's unconstrained.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, empires, unfortunately, they never work out. They just... Yeah. They can't. They are not cohesive. Well, anyway, what's this mission about? Yeah?
I've honestly forgotten what the mission was about. I think I have to go and assassinate somebody here. So here, let me really quickly read what Martz had to say. We have containment breach here. Africa is the only continent we refer as country. When we say Africa, we don't think of a country like Tanzania or Chad because the whole continent sucks. I don't know. I mean, Africa's definitely competing with a couple other countries in terms of biggest shithole. You know. I mean, let's be real. We've got Israel, we got Palestine, we have India, we have Mexico. We got a lot of shitholes there. It's really a bit hard. By the way, watching the slop that is Crimson Desert made me think about Japanese seem to be the only Asians not lacking a soul and actually managing to make masterpieces. Not for long, Mark. Not for long. It's not going to stay that way forever.
I think the scale has tipped a couple of years ago, and now Japanese primarily produce slop. But it's not because they suddenly lack in the salt department. It's just, you know, the global corporatization of their products and such. It's just, yeah, a Western influence too. So they kind of they went to shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Crimson Desert is Korean, right? I think because Black Desert Online is Korean. Koreans are slightly better than the Chinese in terms of innovation, creativity, but only slightly. They do have a couple of incredible movies and stories there.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't kept up with Crimson Desert at all, simply because that's just it
Looks terrible.
never appealed to me.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, it looks absolutely terrible. It is soulless.
I see. If you think if you think of Western art, you can basically think of any country you want and at least produce something of value. Asia doesn't really have seem to have that, except the Japanese. Nah, I think I'd say a lot of them do like contribute something. I mean, I can't come up with personal examples because again, I haven't really explored that much of it, but I don't really think that's the case. I mean, yeah, it probably comes down to the big main ones like Korea, Japan, and China, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it's only the Japanese that are really carrying weight.
Essentially it is, because you can pick let's pick a random European country, Belgium or Netherlands, Belgium even. And I can already think of a couple of even music artists. There are some comic book writers. There are some other artists in general that you can pluck out of there, and they probably have more. They probably produce more impressive people in that area than the rest of Asia combined. Sort of again putting Japan aside. It's really just you see what the Chinese produce, and there is no. They just can't. They don't have it in them to produce anything interesting.
Yeah.
And Koreans are it's really limited to a few directors that are exceptional. We talked about it a while ago. Arguably the movie director with the best track record is from Korea, and that's some legendary movies. But yeah, but the Japanese it's like, 1,000. You pick a random guy doodling manga, and he's infinitely more creative than any other Asian, writer. It's just not even a competition. It's overwhelming. Yeah. Oh, I've seen good what was it? The movies from Singapore, Malaysia. Once in a while they will have something there, but it's very rare. They do have the industries. They just don't produce stuff that's very original or captivating for the wider audience, whether it's Eastern or Western. I mean, maybe there are a lot of hidden gems there, but I'm pretty sure we will reach. If it was exceptional, it would reach us by now. Yeah.
I see. I mean, like I've said, I'm not that well versed in a lot of Asian media. Most of my knowledge comes down to games. I haven't really seen that many animes or whatnot. So, or even I guess traditional Japanese movies.
The proportions.
Yeah.
The proportions are the same for whether it's games, manga, or anime, or movies. So imagine games. You can think of 50 great Japanese games probably off the top of your head, and probably 100 great Japanese games that were produced only in the last in the last 30 years, and. Can you think of a single Chinese game or a Korean game that's worth anything that is gonna be memorable outside of sort of surface level characteristics like Stellar Blade? Stellar Blade was decent, but something more like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, Tekken, all that stuff. So. It's like 200 to 1. For one decent Korean game, you have 200 great Japanese games, and it's basically the same with the rest: manga, anime, and freaking movies.
I see. Ah, shit. Silent Hill, Castlevania says.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Let's see what else Mark said. Don't know about Korean movies. What I know is that this game disappointed me, and I had low expectations. expectations. What disappointed me most is the fact that it could have been pretty good, and despite being derivative of other things, alas.
I don't think so, because the creators made an MMO. It's they had no experience making proper games. That game never had a chance. It has no identity graphically, visually, or gameplay wise. It's just a chore simulator. I mean, in terms of effort, maybe if you took that studio, I'm sure there was 100 or 200 people or more working on it. If you took that effort and had a different director, sure, but
Please tell me you found the
no,
box. Oh, thank
you'd have to change the direction completely.
I see.
I owe you a favor for sure.
There we go. I gave the woman her box back.
Although, okay, I see your point, Mart, about it. Yeah, just because it was derivative, it didn't mean it didn't have a chance. But then move to Japan. Dragon's Dogma was highly derivative, and yet still was its own unique thing in the end. It started explicitly as a sort of post Devil May Cry and post Dark Souls. It was supposed to be, or it was made by a guy who I think worked on Devil May Cry, and yet it was very much unique, very much different from other Souls-likes. Two for the Japanese to make Christian products. Because yeah. Oh yeah. The Japanese do not understand religions, as in they they don't have it in them to grant other cultures and people that they can actually believe those things and also be good people and such. But it's fine. As in, no culture is obligated to understand other cultures, and in a way, what makes Japanese special is the isolation.
Shalom, Hollow. Welcome.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let him pass. I mean, he is he comes from a land brown under, if you know what I mean. So.
Okay.
India.
I'm talking about India. That one.
Yeah. So. Mart said, you basically proved my point with the Japanese managing to make masterpieces. Dragon's Dogma is flawed, but still a great game that managed to gather a following. Crimson Desert pales in comparison.
Yeah. Yeah. You put a couple of random Japanese people. They cannot help but make something original and captivating. Even slop manga or anime can. Even the most trash mangas, when you're sort of scraping the bottom of the barrel, you've read all the mangas that there are. So you're on like page 100 of a manga website, and you're just reading trash. And even then, there will be one or two good ideas, one or two good or interesting things that will happen within the first 50 pages that will make you think, huh, that's cool. I mean, the manga is shit, but I'm not gonna keep reading it, but this was a cool idea. Whereas with Chinese or Korean products, very often, you don't have that moment ever. You just play through their thing or read through their thing, and there's nothing interesting to it whatsoever. It's just a copy.
I see.
Soulless copy.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what Hollow said. Lamau Land Brown Under is a good name, yeah. End Towers here, I thought they were not allowed. You know what? Fuck it, they are now. I don't care. We're gonna override YouTube's rules a little here, and we're just gonna be like, you know what? Nah, I said fuck it. I said fuck it. I don't give a shit anymore.
We're doing well. I mean, I'm doing well, and I think Xeno is also doing well.
Yeah, I've been binning, as they say, you know. I've been
Binning?
making my way.
What does that mean?
Well, what do you mean, been binning? I've been binning. You know, it's just how it's been. You know, I've been binning.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, god fucking damn it. Of course, right after I leave the fucking bar, there's another fucking mission available. Oh, you fucking dirty motherfucking whores. God damn it. Right as I leave the bar, I just noticed there's another fucking mission available. I gotta build my reputation up. I'm gonna become the greatest banker in Africa there ever was.
Listen, Hollow. It's a daily struggle for survival. It's a daily inner battle of good and evil. But who? The fuck do you care about that? So yeah, so it's fine. I'm just gonna say it's all fine.
Not good, but not bad.
In a way, it is fine. Sorry to cut you off, but in a way, it is fine because you know we're still here. The world is this Earth is still spinning. There is hope. Billions must try.
Yeah. So, but it is. I will say it is better to be uneventful than it is eventful. You know.
Oh, this reminds me of an old Chinese, not proverb, saying. Old Chinese proverb. Saying. It's kind of like a curse, really. You can tell someone,
Like drug dealers.
may you live in interesting times.
Two dealers I know.
This is,
They're about to bring in a
you can
killer
curse someone
Do you know the name?
by wishing that they
Some nuts.
lived in interesting
Maybe I'll have
times.
to make some money
Because
somewhere, so
interesting
I will let
times
them. One dealer is at a small house on the
often
side of the road,
involve
another is at the airstrip.
suffering.
Can you do this thing for me?
I see.
Because I'm just, you know, it's the flip side of what you've said. Maybe it's better that it's uneventful.
What kind of animals would create
Yeah.
such a thing? I'll be here
I
when you
mean,
come back.
mundanity can be boring and can be quite the killer.
Welcome to the
It can
jungle,
drive people to
amigo.
do things, but at the same time, some days it is better to just be uneventful and have nothing going on than it is for something to happen. You know, they always say nothing ever happens until something happens, so... May you live in
Because you
interesting
must
times.
wage. Yeah, I didn't want to do an accent. I can't do Chinese accent, I think. Or maybe I can, but
I mean, honestly, like, the Chinese accent is easiest because, let's be real, it's like, it's probably one of the easiest to parody, if you think about it like that, because, you know, it's just, it's an exaggerated accent, so it is easier to do. Not that it's, you know, particularly good or any, at least mine at least, is particularly good or anything, but, you know, still, it's one of the, like, more exaggerated accents that you can pretty much, like, sort of get away with doing it, because it's going to be deemed offensive regardless.
oh, Mart speaks fluent Chinese apparently.
xin shuo
Look
shao
at that.
shao qi. Yao xin shao shuo qi shao shuo. Your phone's ringing. Pick up the fucking phone.
We are laughing, but I keep telling people we will destroy ourselves from the inside in the West, and then all the Chinese will be the only ones left standing, and they will be laughing. They'll be the last ones
What the fuck?
laughing.
My guy just got up out of the fucking car. What the fuck? Oh wait,
Whoa!
that's right.
What are you doing? Why did you wait? You're still on the car.
What the fuck happened? God bless Ubisoft jank, man. God bless.
Oh, okay. You know how yesterday I told you that I don't mind the brown filter of the 360 era. This game makes me question that. This is way too brown. This is way too yellow. Can you remove the piss filter from the game?
Probably not. I don't believe so. But then again, this is
Mark's
Africa, so yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's realistic. Mart, the the problem is the Chinese are one of the longest, if not the. You know, don't quote me on this, but well, they are one of the most ancient civilizations. So they survived thousands of years, while, you know, America, most European countries are toddlers in comparison to China. So they have survived many trials and tribulations. There is no indication that they will destroy themselves. The push for harmony across Asia is they have this need to keep harmony, and it's one of the things that lets them survive.
Yeah. Oh shit! Someone's sniping me.
Chad, Hollow is asking if you're on your laptop. Why is it windowed? It's windowed because it's if he puts it in full screen, the OBS cannot see it. Well, he can't stream it. It's a black screen.
Yeah, and I do have a gaming laptop. That's how I've been doing all this to begin with. So, but yeah, no, for some reason it just I managed to fix the crashing and shit, right, Hollow? Well, I guess Ubisoft, because again, it's always something with these fucking games, dude. Yeah, I managed to fix one problem, another bullshit problem that wasn't even there before arising. So, oh fuck, he's gonna run me over. Heal, fucker. Shit, dude. Okay, I killed him. But yeah, no, we just have to do things the getaway here, Hollow. It's just the Xeno tradition. So I'm gonna have to play in windowed at least for this session, at least until Far Cry 2, until I can find a way to fix Far Cry 2 so that it runs full screen, but at this point I'm just past the point of giving a shit, you know. I just wanted to play more Far Cry 2. I didn't want to spend another hour in black screen trying to fix a problem on an old 2008 Ubisoft game, because it's just fucking hell, man. Like majority of these fucking Ubisoft games that come out before 2015 have problems, and I don't understand why a multi-million, billion, quadrillion, whatever much money Ubisoft makes, that they can't be bothered to make sure their shit runs normally on modern systems, and it's us, the players, the consumers, who have to come and fix their shit. Unless there's just not even a fix at all. If we're talking about games like fucking Zombie and shit, because in that case, guess what? You're fucked, you know? God, I just can't. Yeah?
It's like a long-running joke at this point, because I think Assassin's Creed game okay, unskippable cutscenes, that's what Ubisoft games are known for. For me, it's shocking that or the HUD that you cannot hide. UI, yeah, there we go. UI that you cannot hide or doesn't auto-hide, especially in Assassin's, because I've played most, if not all, Assassin's Creed games, and I noticed that from day one to the most recent entries, they will just not learn at all. They've made the UI once with Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and that's the UI that remained for the next 15 entries.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Well, that is
it's like they're part of that company that never change and will not change and cannot change.
Yeah. Well, Ubisoft, ever since, what was it, Far Cry 3 and Assassin's Creed 2, Ubisoft really has just been like making the same games over and over again, just making them either slightly worse or slightly weirder each iteration. Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Mark, you're describing the cycle of European countries. China never believed in God to begin with, so it cannot really have the decadence or that comes after moving away from religion. They're essentially somewhat religious, if you know what I mean. So they don't go through those cycles.
Yeah. Shit. Dude, there's just so many guys. Holy shit. Nope, heal, motherfucker. Where the fuck is...
The last Assassin's Creed game that I liked without many reservations was Syndicate, and that was the last Assassin's Creed game of the sort of traditional mold that was established by the second entry. I didn't like Origins. I played about halfway through Odyssey, but those games are so... Those worlds are so empty and dead. There is complete lack of... They're not dynamic, and it killed any value for me. And what came after Odyssey, Valhalla, that was just propaganda. That was just disgusting propaganda. And then Mirage was boring. I didn't even bother pirating Mirage. And what Shadows is hilarious. I mean, sure, people said, which one was that you mentioned? Origins. They said it was fine. I guess I played it for a couple of minutes. I didn't want to play in that setting, and overall I prefer the old Assassin's Creed games, definitely.
Here, let me see some of these chats here. I'm a bit behind here. It starts like this: the nation believes. Oh wait, no. Let me go back here. Kino Ghetto streamed it exactly. Well, I think it adds to the immersion, Green Brown and all. You're right about that. I still think their harmony will fade someday. It is a feeling I have based on the fact that nations without God always fall. It starts like this: a nation believes. They create meaningful things throughout that belief. They start to get lazy and apathetic. The fall happens. It's a pattern I notice time and time again. No worries, man. One day you will stream from a Titan GPU. I hope so. And it's always because of a lack of belief in God. I miss when Ubisoft was competent. I do too. It's so bad. I think Ubisoft made the right step with Assassin's Creed Origins, but they didn't need to pivot entirely to an RPG. Still feels very much like an Assassin's Creed game, in my brown-coated opinion. They are immune. Am I Normagroid if I say I liked Assassin's Creed 1 and 2? I don't think so. And the Muslim game lead changing the female lead to a male lead was a rare based moment. True. I know they're flawed, but I still had a good time despite that. Not at all, they're very well written too, understandable. They're my guilty pleasure, let's put it at that. Sometimes I get the feeling I want to play them again. Well, get ready to see Assassin's Creed 4 butchered with the remake. I don't really get that with many games. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they're remaking... I mean, if that is true, that they're remaking Black Flag, I
No way. Oh, yeah. Shit.
I mean, I never played Black Flag, but this sounds like it's gonna also go into the most useless remakes of all time. It's just like, I really need to ask, because like, I mean, I haven't played it, but isn't that game still perfectly playable? Like, isn't it still, you know...
It runs. Yeah. It runs and looks fine.
Does it still play fine? Like, I need to ask, because like, memory, you know, I'm seeing a pattern.
I would say so, yeah.
Why not the first one? Because isn't that the one everybody goes back and is like, yeah, this is rough, this could probably like use some touching up. Why the fuck are they touching Black Flag? That has to be a fucking... There's no way they're remaking that. It has
okay,
to be that.
So Mirage was their return to the setting of the first game, sort of Arabia. That's why they're not going to remake 1. And I hope to God they never touch Ezio Auditore and his story. They're going to obliterate it. Yeah.
Well, you know that that Ubisoft is literally just itching for a chance to rate them. You just know they are.
If you could create an avatar of everything that's missing from modern storytelling, and in video games especially, could be embodied by Ezio, because he's a man, playboy, competent, skilled, a family man, takes revenge, gets his revenge and doesn't give a fuck. Well, also does the right thing along the way, but then has a wife, kids, and dominant. So sort of it's a story of genetic supremacy. That's what Assassin's Creed used to be about. But this is all extremely what is it? Haram in modern times.
Yeah, it's haram to the Satanists. So, wait, you guys didn't see that? Well, I mean, I've heard of the rumors. I've heard of it. I'm just like, I just refuse to believe that it's real because this is a game from pretty much about 10 years ago. There's virtually zero need to remake it. Like, I still refuse to believe that Ubisoft are that retarded. But then again, they are that retarded, so I don't know. Oh, fuck, I'm stuck in the ditch. Nope. Nope. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, hello. That's what I keep hearing that, and that it hasn't been my observation about younger gamers only sticking to modern games, because when I interact with younger people, it's through homeschooling and tutoring. So I tend to tutor and teach kids that from good families, well, people who have their head on their shoulders. Zeno, you remember the guy we talked to a few weeks ago? That's one of my former students, and he was hungry for some horror games, and he was open to playing older games. He had no issue with that, basically. I mean, not like super old, but Alien Isolation. Although that game aged well, but that's like 10 years old now, and he didn't recoil in horror.
Yeah.
When we mentioned that one, Deus Ex, he liked the idea of the Deus Ex games and such. But that guy, he was homeschooled throughout the most of his life, and so he is an exception. And I do know one kid. What was it? She said she had couple hundred hours in Shadow of Mordor because she just likes walking around and through Middle Earth and Mordor, just watching. that was funny. And she did not have Fortnite on her desktop.
Nice.
And I think she said she played Fortnite a long time ago. She doesn't like it anymore. So she leveled up as a gamer, and she wanted to play more. Yeah, she basically, I don't remember all the other games she had on her desktop, but my impression was that she had stuff that we would want to play, me and you. No modern slop. But again, wealthy family had on parents have their they know what they are doing. They don't let her interact with slop. Let me think.
Ciao. Are they dead? You got your first key into heaven,
Let
Share.
me see. Here, let me read some of these really quickly. It's not about money, it's about sending a message because they want to replace the original Bloober Team style. Ugh. Yeah, wait, you guys. Oh, I read that one. Ezio Auditore di Firenze. Okay, so some
Ezio
insight.
Auditore da Firenze. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
That's right.
So you do things for reasons other than money.
Okay, so some insight. Recently, I've interacted with a fuck ton of normie gamers. These people cannot play a game unless it looks like modern day Unreal Engine or 5 games. Jesus Christ, that's brutal. Exactly this game. I asked the guy to play Red Dead Redemption 1 before RD2 because he heard RD2 was great, and he couldn't stand to play RD1 for 10 minutes because of how bad the games look according to him. Gay. That I'm sorry, but that dude is mega gay hollow. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't even really like the first Red Dead Redemption that much, but god damn, it's not because it's fucking old looking. It's because it's a fucking TED Talk walking sim. I know the one that only plays COD and the new movie games. He thinks the PS5 is God's gift to mankind. Ooh, brother. Ew, brother, ew. When I tell him he should play older stuff, he tells me it's too old and the graphics suck. Assassin's Creed remake was revealed officially. Oh my god. That is genuinely awful. I can't fucking believe that, man. I will give you guys another example. I asked the guy to play Metal Gear Revengeance, the guy who watched a small clip and said that doesn't look like... that he doesn't like how old games looked. Are you fucking kidding? Dude's missing Kino because it's a fucking hack and slash. You don't play fucking games for graphics. You watch movies because they're pretty, and you know, if these people want to watch a fucking movies, just tell them to fucking watch movies. What the fuck are they doing playing games? gameplay is king in these fucking things, man. I don't like. Oh, Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Rising looks fucking better than most of the
Didn't think
slop
I'd see
I
you
see
out here.
today. Like, I would gladly love to watch Metal Gear fucking Rising
Over here.
Revengeance
Hey, man, I need your help with
cutscenes
something.
before I even bother thinking
I
about
am
playing
pissed.
God of
Guess
Soy
what I just
Ragnarok.
found out? You know how most of the guys
Genuinely,
like us buy their gas at the
goddamn.
fishing village?
Mart, I'm sorry, but I like Death Stranding 1 too. Played
Turns
it
out those gas
twice.
station assholes
It
will take
is what
the
it
money
is.
they make and
I'm
give
so
it to
glad
the
I started
factions
gaming
who
with
then try
PS1.
to
Had so
screw
many
us.
Kino times, Spiral Crash, many cool Disney games. Most Rockstar games are overrated. I agree. Manhunt's the
This
best
fuel
one.
station's got to go.
And
You
that's
want the
okay, you
job?
will, huh? Because you also play and enjoy older stuff. You're a true human being. Exactly, Mart. I
This is
agree.
how real mercs operate. Thinking ahead. It'll be fun.
But yeah, god damn. Like,
And yeah, go on.
now I'll let
No,
you
sorry.
Go. Now I'll let you go.
And going back to the student we talked to a few weeks ago, remember what he said when we? So we gave him. Well, you gave him some horror games recommendations of horror games, and then he said that I mentioned how I gave him and his brother my Xbox 360, and he said, yeah, that he remembers it. That he remembers the time he played Halo with his younger brother, and that it was his best. To this day, it's his best gaming experience and memory of all time. That's so. Well, that's why we stayed in contact, because he's a good guy. He's a he has a soul. He's not an NPC, but and I remember that day because I sat down, so I helped them. Up until that point, all they that was like 6 or 7 years ago. Up until that point, all they knew was mobile games. They played PUBG on their tablets, and I was like, no, this cannot stand. So I brought my Xbox 360 from Scotland, and I set it up, and I've put Halo, the OG Halo, in it, and it was in 15 or 20 frames. The game ran like shit. My eyes hurt. But they were fine with it, and they finished it in like a few evenings, on like 2 or 3 days, I think, and they had they were giggling like mad, like they were mad. It was incredible to watch them play it, because it's a quintessential brotherly sort of bonding moment or memory, playing Halo in co-op. It's something that all siblings should be able to experience.
Yeah.
But they are an exception, because the rest is just the other kids. The problem with the really truly the newer generations, the younger generations, they don't know anything about anything. They don't live in the real world even. It's shocking, because I might have mentioned I talked to my mother a few months ago, and she was visiting, and then we talked like on one evening, then the next evening we talked, then another one, and each time we talked for hours, and each time she had a different story from her like childhood and the days when she met my father. Some of those stories I had earlier, but she then there were stories that I heard earlier, but she had new details that I haven't had earlier, and it hit me that my mother's generation and me to some extent, that we have memories. We created memories. We will have them. We actually lived actual lives. But modern generations, because they spend so much time playing slop and looking at their phones, they don't create actual memories. They don't have anything. They cannot hold a conversation. They are not interested in anything, most of them.
Yeah.
It's really dire. Because even you can say that millennials have been we've been brought up on propaganda, on leftist Hollywood sort of skewed and poisoned form of entertainment. A lot of it was poison when you look back at it. But at least we were curious. and we had because I'm a millennial, and we are curious. We have a catalog of references, something to refer to. So, but I don't know. You can argue. Is it better? Is it better to be like a millennial who's been who eventually turned into a Redditor, so knows a lot of stuff, but a lot of it is stupid or trash? Or is it better to be like a Zoomer who doesn't know anything about anything, is not even curious? I don't know.
I'd probably say the millennial Redditor.
Yeah, because there is hope for him, right? The Zoomer is like a vegetable, or the younger ones, the ones that are younger than you, even the ones that are in their late teens.
Yeah. Yeah, well, no, the problem with Zoomers is that, you know, it's like you said, they're vegetables. So even if the Redditor's like just a cringe atheist and whatnot, he's got knowledge. He's got something, you know, he brings something to the table. The Zoomer doesn't. You know, the Zoomer doesn't even have any aspirations. Yeah, no. Not only does the Zoomer not bring anything to the table, but the Zoomer doesn't even plan on bringing anything to the table. Not even for himself. So it's like, there's like 0 point or purpose then.
Yeah, literally vegetables.
Yeah. Alright, here, let me read some more chats here. So glad I left my Destiny addiction that I had for a while. I like Super Mario Odyssey, Chad, no need to apologize. I played Spyro 1 recently, had a fun time. The PS1 never came to Jeetland officially, so I missed out. I know Synth hates it. Why so controversial? Spyro 1's the best. My favorite is still 2, though, due to nostalgia. He hates Spyro 1 is his favorite game ever. Maybe you're thinking of the younger... Super Mario Odyssey. Younger generation suck. They are genuinely retarded. The idea both parents should work while the kids are raised by nannies is having an impact. I mean, it's not only that, you know, each and every generation gets a little bit more morally corrupt too. It's not just the helicopter parenting. It's even when the parents are around, they themselves have become so corrupted and immoral that it's passing down to the kids. So obviously it builds up over time. And when it also doesn't help that when you have a society that's dedicated to fee management, you know, acting like feelings are the end-all be-all of everything instead of action and consequences, it sort of loses its purpose, morality, to a degree. So
it really started with the boomers who sacrificed their offspring on the altar of the life here on Earth, and it just followed because we are bearing the brunt of it. We've been deprived of many opportunities that the previous generation, that the boomers had, and their parents and grandparents, but they made this satanic really pact they bought pleasure but the cost was their legacy, because boomers had no interest in raising their kids properly. And then it's kind of difficult to blame their children and their grandchildren for not wanting to continue, because the world became so senseless after, so materialistic and hollow. No, most people I know, the couples my age and younger, they just don't have kids, and they do not want to have kids. It's staggering, the amount of divorces and the cratering birth rates. And we're talking, you know, supposedly conservative Poland here. It's tragic. It's like a Dark Souls. It really, you go out and you just see empty streets, not just no people, no children, and it's. I promised myself I wouldn't go into doomer mode. What were we talking about? We're talking about younger generations being retarded, but I think that really started with the boomers, possibly the worst generation to have ever existed in the history of mankind.
Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, because many of the collectibles in the challenge you can generally do random and you'll get one. I see, so progression is hollow. Compared to the 3D Mario typical challenges. For each stars that make gameplay fun and engaging. Yeah, I do think Zoomers are retarded, but they might save the West somewhat. The opening up to the JQ stuff is becoming a trend.
The only hope, God willing, that. But I think it might be too late, because they're incompetent to do anything with that knowledge. They will not be capable.
that and their priorities, I would argue, are not that straight. I'm going to be honest.
They were raised by people who nobody. It's like almost when you talk to young people my age and younger, nobody wants to live. I don't know how else to describe that. Most people just don't see the point. They don't have souls in a way, as in life left their eyes, their souls a long time ago. Maybe it's weird. It's like a disease a spell that fell over Europe and America, maybe to some degree too.
Yeah.
As in, sorry, but just to finish this thought, if they were raised by people, and I was to some degree raised by a generation of people who saw no point, absolutely did not look into the future. So how can their children and grandchildren then look into the future? Why would they take care of the JQ, for example, let's say, if that's what some people, assuming that's what some people think is necessary? And it's what are they gonna do if they don't have a vision for the world? They have no imagination. They have no spark. They have no drive. They don't even want to freaking date. Just to put it mildly, people don't date. People don't meet. People don't. It's really staggering. It's like everyone gave up after COVID. It's because I've seen this happen in both Scotland and Poland, so it must be like that in other countries as well. It's just everything is much less lively.
Yeah. They're both the most regarded and also the most based. It's complicated. Yeah, Boomer set the white man on a death row, gave women the freedom to work, and fell to mass victimhood, and they blame younger generations for everything getting worse. I'm curious, have you guys asked about the JQ stuff to your parents? Nope.
Yes, I mean partially. I mean, this is Poland. Talking about the JQ does not raise an eyebrow. What does raise an eyebrow is that I'm actually serious about it, and they are only half serious about it. As in everyone complains about the Jays, but no one has the stomach to bring up the possible solutions. But it's not gonna get you arrested here. Like people are not gonna tattle on you. They're not gonna snitch on you because they are just kind of shocked, but they kind of agree. A lot of them will nod along.
Yeah.
And Mart says Gen Alpha is where it's at. Kidding.
Ugh. No, Gen Alpha's even more fucked than the Zoomers, man. That is like the absolute culmination of everything that's gone wrong. God, what the fuck am I looking for around here? Am I looking for an object? What was the purpose of my mission? And destroy the fuel station. Oh shit.
Is it okay if I continue with the chat, or do you want to? Hollow says, we experience soul so we can identify soul. Nowadays, nothing has soul, so kids don't know what it is. Yes. Most people operate by copying their environment and behavior of other people. You can say that most people are just not smart enough. That's fine, but that is a basic sort of. There is. It's not madness. It's just sort of a simple way to operate in the world. And if they grew up in a slop era, this is the world they know. Can you blame it? Like, let's say there is some teen boy turning 15 soon and getting his first Xbox, probably younger, but probably getting his first Xbox for birthday or Christmas, and all he knows is Halo 6, and Halo 5. He can't compare. He can't even imagine. That's his whole. It's Plato's cave, basically. All he can see is shadows on the wall, and he has no frame of reference. And the movies are terrible. He goes to cinema with his friends or classmates and such, and all he sees is Marvel movies. He's not gonna see the freaking Godfather, right? Is Scorsese what am I? Well, Scorsese is alive, but Coppola is dead, I think, right? Who's gonna make those movies?
Coppola's still around, I believe.
Oh my god. Okay. But anyway, he's not making movies, so it's who's gonna do it for them? It's not. It's easy to blame the younger generations, but they should have been led properly by the older gens, and it's. And don't ask me how to do it. I mean, I'm generally a proponent of anti-egalitarian solutions. We should have a class of noble class, perhaps, that guides people. I'll just enforce beauty, you know. I can't. I'm oversimplifying, but I can't stand ugly modern architecture, for example. But so I would say no. This all needs to look like Renaissance sculpture. That would be my idea, for example, and that would extend to other areas of life as well.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Eating his gesture maxing, says Hollow.
He doesn't date. Probably won't last. Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with like if a woman truly wants me, she should ask me out. I don't care about interacting with them. I also don't care about having women friends. I just like talking to them since all the ones I met were evil and ignorant. It's a 50-50. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, at least for me, you know, people I talk to, granted a lot of people I talk to were doctors, people related to healthcare stuff, so to a degree they're naturally caring, I guess. But it can be a 50. It just depends what field X, Y, or Z person is in, I suppose. I would just ignore probably feeling 50%. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't always hurt to shoot a shot, you know. I mean, if you dig her, you dig her, you know.
So, none of this has ever worked like this. No, none of this works like that, and none of this will ever work the way you guys want it to work. It's on the man to approach because we can handle it. Women are not built to handle rejection, really. They don't have the psychological hardware to take so much emotional baggage. Well, men are the romantics, but it's a bit more complicated. It will always be on you to propose and ask her out. Did I see or have I had girls, you know, ask me out? That happens. That happens. It's fine, but it's you cannot expect it to happen. It's in a way, it's not how nature built us, how we are built to operate. There will be a lot of cases where women will really be into a guy, and they will not say anything. They will barely send any hints because they will be expecting an approach. And I can think of at least one. Let's say one girlfriend I had in high school that was sent. By her own admission, she's been sending me signals for months, and she was frustrated that I didn't ask her out until like much later. She said, "Oh, finally!" Like she was waiting for it to happen because that's the way. Maybe it's a thing in Poland. Maybe it's but I think that's how you would like it to work everywhere. Ideally, that's yeah. I don't know. It's we are supposed to be the heroes. They are supposed to be the go-getters, the doers, and that forces us to be the ones approaching. In the end, guys, the hell do you have to lose? And if you cannot handle rejection and embarrassment, which are ultimately not life-threatening situations, how can you handle protecting her and your child from a lion or any other predator? If you have an issue, I'm not saying you do. Maybe you have your own reasons, right? But if that's some kind of an issue approaching a woman, how can she trust you to have a handle on other far more important, far more deadly situations? It's just a date. And the best way to get over that is to just ask as many women as possible, expect a rejection, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised at some point when one agrees.
Take the opportunities that happen to me. I also would have to get into business sooner or later if I want to have kids. Yeah, that is true. The thing is, women are mostly interesting with exceptions, of course. Yes, true.
He then corrected. Not interested.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that probably depends slightly on the location. I myself, I really enjoy talking to women of all ages, generally. But then again, I tend to be around intelligent women. I really do not like interacting with below average IQ women. And I just gave up on trying to even pick them up because it just doesn't work. Because there is a communications gap. There is a barrier. Once the, intelligence quotient is wide enough, you just can't even. I noticed that even flirting doesn't work because she isn't playing with the same tool set that I am, and my God, it's a numbers game, right? You be around women that would find an environment where there are women that you would enjoy being around, like smarter, prettier, and such. But I do understand what you say when you say that women are not interesting. It can, well, yeah, because they are mostly kind of. For the most part, yes, I get it. But the more intelligent women do have actual thoughts that are interesting, that are worth being played with. It's like a game, really. Talking to any woman.
Yeah. Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Retro Man. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt that.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, I noticed him here as well. Hi, Retro. Hollow says a man has limits on how he can be broken down to. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding, but well, meaning there is no. You can never be destroyed, basically, so it's fine. It's just you. Yeah.
But I meant on how much you can be broken down. No. What he means is that like men can be broken easily, or like men have limits and can be broken down, is what he's trying to say.
But if you're still here, you is it that bad, really? If you're still here, if you decide to wake up in the morning and get up, which means all of us are hopeful for the future in the end, because we are still continuing.
I don't know. I mean,
so, if Hollow, if you were to be, you would have broken down a long time ago. Maybe you're more formidable than you give yourself credit. Maybe if you feel like you're at the bottom, all that's left is up. That's your only way. Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, I mean like broken down men can still continue on existing, maybe out of obligation to other people. There are more broken men today than there probably. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say ever been, but it's due to the unique nature of modern society. Broken men have a tendency to keep walking due to the nature of modern day society. So.
Yeah, we don't have katanas on hand to commit seppuku in an epic fashion. We've been deprived of an exit.
Running on an updated code. Well, I wouldn't want them to be interesting. I would at least want them to be good, but I realize it's impossible in this day and age. All good lads, good. No, everything but the app. We're sensitive guys. You can't do this to us. Yeah, like I'm just saying.
Well, not exactly. It's subjective in the sense that it depends on the life experience. Again, I found myself really enjoy female company, as in, yeah, I like talking to women in general, but I can find. Usually when I think of like I sit down and talk, it's enjoyable, but I don't know. It's instinctual. It's difficult to. I don't give a fuck for the most part, you know.
Yeah.
About what they think, and I found that the harsher I get, the better better response I get very often. As in, the more assertive I am. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I mean, it is good to establish boundaries and space, you know, and your position as well. So it doesn't hurt to put the foot down, as they say.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Exactly, Mar. I would want a slightly dumb, loyal woman who would be vaguely interested in my hobbies. I mean, yeah. That's not always a bad way to go about it. Rejected by a Floyd is nothing. Getting scammed and bamboozled, now that stinks. Yes. That always will suck. Retro, your Windows version is out of date. Send me some Walmart gift cards, I will fix it. I'll be honest, Hollow, your hobbies are the least interesting thing about any said person.
What? Well, women who at least like, if not love, their men, overall have they're built this way. They have a tendency to become interested in them. So that's something you will notice historically and in current times. This is true for basically every woman that I know, that I've observed in a relationship, be it family or my own relationships or ones that I saw from a distance and such. It's just that, yeah, they get together and eventually the woman becomes interested in what her guy is doing. Yeah. I wouldn't expect one to be, sure, it's nice to have things in common, but I would say, yeah, and also loyalty. Oh, yeah, that one. Men and women have different definitions of loyalty, so I would give up on that one to some degree. Should be loyal as long as you remain impressive and remain her best choice. But with hobbies, it's kind of chicken and egg. It's nice that if you have things in common, yeah, but that usually comes later. There we go. Stuff like that comes later as the relationship develops.
Do not redeem, exactly, Mark. Exactly. The man changes the woman. Every political opinions. At least I think that's the case. I mean, yeah.
There we go.
They
Yes,
do absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah, especially after prolonged periods of time together, people can change due to influence on one another. Oh fuck! Oh my god! There's a whole fucking third world army after me, apparently.
To really simplify stuff that many books have been written about, it's just she just really needs to be into you, and that's it. And you learn to recognize that at some point. You need this desire. She needs to be the one chasing you. She cannot get enough, at least at the beginning of the relationship. Later on, usually fizzles after 8 to 10 years. That's what the research says, at least. But initially, yeah. She needs to like you a lot, and for it to be obvious and clear.
Simplify, exactly, Retro. Like that, of course, says Mark. Oh fuck! I should get. No, I don't know where there's any more ammo. Fuck. Fuckity fuck, man. Dude, all these Africans must hate Jews, man. Because, like, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to rebuild their economy and shit. I'm trying to bring peace, and these motherfuckers keep trying to kill me and shit, cuz. Like, I thought when I was coming to Africa, it would be like, taking a stroll through the fucking Lower East Side of fucking Chicago. You know, all I ask is some simple foreskins and some taxes. That's it. That's all I ask for. And yet these motherfuckers, they keep trying to bring a brother down and shit.
Did you say that this is your favorite entry in the Far Cry franchise?
Yes. I mean, it kind of is. It's a bit tied for Blood Dragon, but I think technically it goes to this one. Oh, see ya, Hollow. Good night, man.
No, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's leaving, unfortunately.
Yeah. Have a good night, man. Get those squats in, get the cardio in, man. Leg day's pretty important.
Go to the local mall. Ask some random girls for their phone numbers.
Well, do remember that he's also in India, so I don't think the gene pool's exactly that good over there.
But then he's gonna be surrounded by Indian women. It's the same sort of.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, though.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
You work with what you have.
I know still, but Hollow deserves better than that.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
But isn't he Indian?
Yeah, well, he's the best Indian I know, so therefore, automatically, you know, automatically deserves better than what they got, man. Like if I could, I would absolutely, you know, let's say hypothetically, for the sake of the argument, I was a pimp, right? A very wealthy and successful pimp. I would have supplied Hollow with the finest dames I have.
Your Ashkenazi ancestry is showing. Pimp.
You don't say. Oh, great. Not the fucking malaria again, man. Saw her, date me, saw her. Thanks, Mark. He's the best Indian in existence. Yep.
I like the map. I like the map. That the mini map is something you hold in your hands.
Yeah. That's right.
So there's this and Blood Dragon, yeah. Why not 3, for example?
Oh, don't get me wrong. 3 is also really good too, but it's just it's the simpler down version of this. And I mean, yeah, Blood Dragon was also simplified down too, but they leaned way more into like the whole action thing, and just the gameplay feels much better. And it's also significantly shorter, which is a strength and a weakness simultaneously.
¿Qué pasa? So how's that food, Debo? That's what they get for screwing with us.
You know, but yeah, I don't know. This game just it's more interesting to play because yeah, even in Far Cry 3, the animals will actively like try to hunt you down. It's more of a nuisance, and they got rid of gun reliability, which in this game does like it really does add to it in my eyes. Like it does make the gameplay loop much more engaging. Here, where's my shotgun? I want to try it out. That's right, we got the spaz. Hopefully that way I'm not constantly running out of fucking ammo. Far Cry 4 was the last one I will call good in the series. I remember pegging him into this day, though that game still had flaws. Oh yeah, absolutely. Far Cry 4 was like the actually last decent one, but even then it really did feel like Far Cry 3.5. The map I don't think was anywhere near as good, and the like few new things they added didn't really do much, if I'm gonna be honest. The karma system was just kinda useless. Streamline used to be the budget cut of the day once upon a time. True, yeah, you remove less variables, the easier it is to make something. The less variables there are in the equation. Oh, god damn it, I leave the fucking vicinity and Mike's bar opens up with another fucking mission. Unbelievable. Well, thank God I checked the map as I was leaving. Yeah, see what I mean, Forge? This is why I asked to co-host here, because a lot of this game is just gonna be me driving around, getting constantly ambushed and shit. So it makes for a good, I guess, good podcast. I'm in passenger seat, basically.
Hey, hermano,
metaphorically, in spirit. And this is this is just an argument for quick travel, fast travel, and towers and such. The best argument for that.
I was thinking, we should get
Yeah.
some of that shiznit. They got a whole
Well,
setup
I'm going to
that's
be
sitting
honest.
right
There
out
is
in the
fast
open
travel in
between
this
two
game, but it's
greenhouses.
only at the
You wanna
edge of the
try and get it?
fucking maps that you can fast
I'm
travel
in.
to.
When you come
So
back,
it
we'll
like,
try.
and not only that, you have to travel to them as well. So not only do you have to travel to the fast travel, but it also will place you at the very other edge of the map. So it's completely fucking useless. I do have my shotgun with me still, right? Oh, yeah. So, oh, Shalom, Thought Phoenix, welcome. Far Cry 2, driving boogaloo. Exactly. What is the violin in the background? Where are the bongos? We want some enrichment and shit. Exactly. Exactly. Well, it is supposed to feel more, because again, this game was inspired by, what was it, Heart of Darkness? They were going for a serious sort of war movie vibe thing, so... Legally, spiritually. What about Talmudically, Forge? Yeah.
So just like Spec Ops: The Line, then?
No, because this game's actually good. Spec Ops is pretentious commie shit.
In terms of being directly inspired by the Heart of Darkness.
Yeah. So
yeah. I've been thinking about Spec Ops. So that was the game that had devs really sort of despising openly their players, right? Because it not only came through in gameplay. I think that's what they said in interviews, that they are trying to be antagonistic in a bad way. I think, but then maybe they were ahead of the curve, because they. Let me put it this way. So on the left, you have sort of this force that shits on all the right-wing things and is anti-war also. So what are you gonna do if you hear that? What's a young man gonna do? He's gonna go. He might be tempted to join the army to spy the leftists because he wants to protect. But it's actually he's just being herded. He's just being herded to die for Israel. What if you instead make the army so unappealing that it's gonna save some young men's lives because they are not gonna go and die for Israel? Because the last 50 years, if not more, just to be safe, I'm choosing this. So 50 years, it's just been basically Americans shedding, sacrificing their blood and their for Israeli interests. So maybe we need more stuff like Spec Ops: The Line to make guys realize that army is not heroic, definitely not American army, because they haven't fought a defensive war in ages, if ever. Normal army, sure, if you're defending your own country and borders, but the American army's been an expeditionary force that had no good reason to be anywhere and in those conflicts, even World War I and II, arguably. It's a hammer in search of a nail, and that's a difficult position to ethically defend.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not defensive. We have to fight them there, so we don't have to fight them over here. It was a lie. It was a lie. It was just rhetoric.
Yeah. Here, let me read some. Farcry 2, yeah, what about Talmudically? To be honest, Spec Ops: The Line is really pretentious when you think about it. Yeah. I mean, the whole point is that, like, the devs want you to feel bad about yourself, even though they themselves made the fucking game. So by their own logic, they too should feel like the biggest pieces of shit. You know how you really make a game that's just like a fuck you, I hate you gamers? Make something like Ninja Gaiden. Make something that actively punishes them for playing the fucking game instead of trying to be a moral fag about it, Like, really, I'm sorry, but like, I'm gonna call spades a spade here. You wanna make the audience feel like shit? Make something like Ninja Gaiden. instead of going around saying, "Oh, you're such a bad person because you committed violence on a bunch of pixels. You're supposed to feel like awful. You need to rope it now." No, instead, just make them want to rope because they can't play or beat the fucking game. You know? Stop noticing bigot. Yeah. Oh, they hate war, but they love it secretly. Yeah, a lot of lefties have like an absolute love. I mean, it's weird. It's a bit of a half and half scenario, but you know, you got some that really hate war. They don't want to see anyone die. They don't want to see anyone sacrifice themselves. And then you got others who secretly really like it because that means people get to, you know, that's people that get to die, and that's less people they have to compete with. Because the people that are often going into it, going into the military or enlisting, are often the people that they don't want around in the first place. So it's a mix between genuinely evil, spiteful mutants and people who are just it's not emotionally mature enough. So they did gayify DMC even before Adi. Well, yeah, that was Dix May Come with Dante. So, but even then, still, that's arguably better. That's surprisingly a better version of what Adi Shanksar was trying to do. Arrested Development, yeah, that too.
They do love Revolution, but the Revolution, and I would say this is the one that they hope for most of the time, is can be spiritual or fought with words. Most of them are cowards. Most of them are unaccustomed to physical violence, and so it's probably why they hate war. I doubt love revolution.
Yeah, they always love revolution, but they never want to actually engage in any of the activities of revolution. I mean, look at everyone's favorite, Hassan Piker. He's a communist with a Gucci bag. So
there we go, champagne socialists and such. People like him. I presume his hope is that other people will fight the revolution for him.
That's often their hope. May the 12th is season 2 for Adi, DMC season 2. Jesus Christ, make it. No, never let it happen. Hell no. Trotsky said he would fund foreign terror. Adi should go back to India, true. But he's a coward, yes.
Who's Adi?
Adi Shanksar, the guy who did the DMC anime.
The recent one.
Yeah, he also did Castlevania. He did Captain Laserhawk, A Blood Dragon Vibe. He was a producer on The Grey and Dread. And he's also known for this, like, bootleg universe thing, whatever. So, oh shit. Wait.
Well, I really have not kept up with almost any other entertainment. It's really only video games. Once in a while I see a showcase to laugh at it, and that's it. I don't know what's happening out there.
Adi makes movies and like TV and shit. He doesn't really. I don't really think he likes games that much, if I'm gonna be honest.
Adi is what we call Uncle Adolf sometimes in Poland, so I got confused.
Yeah, well, no, Adi's whole thing, at least with the DMC show, is that he came to the States a couple days before 9/11, and I guess he's just been itching to make a Twitter post about it, and he never did, so he figured that he'd use the franchise that's about, you know, love triumphing over evil and all that jazz, right? You know, and familial ties, and he decided to use that and turn it into a punk rock show about demon immigrants being the good guys. For real, Chud. So... Ah, fuck it. I'm taking the fucking meds. I don't care. And the one time I don't have an assault rifle. Ah, fuck it. We're getting this shit. It's a plantation, man. I gotta clean out the cotton fields. No! Out of the fucking car! Why did they fucking flank me? Holy shit, dude. You're did he come from? I'm being surrounded by retards here. They're all coming out of the fucking woodwork.
Mart, uninstall Twitter. 'Cause I get an impression that you still browse Twitter from time to time. Don't expose yourself to online atheists.
Better yet, honestly, just don't even have a social media to begin with. I mean, that shit's more volatile than a COD Modern Warfare 2 lobby. So, like, that shit's actually more destructive for the soul than any vice you could ever imagine. Let's see here. Let me read some chats. No, Adi did not do the original one. He did the Netflix one. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So yeah,
Netflixvania, the Netflixvania.
Yeah, well, not only that, the Netflix Devil May Cry as well, because I almost completely forgot to mention there is an OG Devil May Cry anime made by people who actually give a shit about the franchise. Obviously,
yeah,
I'm not talking about that one, but still. Castlevania was ruined because of him and Konami. I will never forgive him. Yep, Lottie, Adolf, exactly. Demon Refugees, aka Netflix Dicks May Come, exactly. But what if religion le bad? I mean, look, I mean, I'm not particularly the most religious person either. I'm not an atheist, but at the same time, the best thing to do is just to not follow any specific ideology other than your own, because most ideologies are just forms of indoctrination and sheep
crowd control. Yeah.
That's why I don't ever really subscribe to any like form of religion like Christianity or Buddha, because it just seems like hurting people and kneecapping them at the same time.
Well, I can understand people having an allergy to modern Christianity because it's been almost entirely co-opted, and I've even when I show at my local show up at my local church, the freaking what is it? When I hear one of the priests talk, it's just some not postmodern, but it's meaningless. He just, instead of saying, stop fucking overeating, you piece of shit, because that's you're supposed to take care of yourself, take care of your kids and your family and your country. It's just some fucking nonsense. My biggest issue with the church is that it's just, most of it is incredibly impractical, and yeah, I know most men that I talk, if I happen to talk about religion with men, they also they are not really into scripture and such, and at least in Poland, because they are practical men. They would rather be told what to do, sort of in realistic terms, not some freaking. It's way too nebulous what priests say most of the time, instead of just. And it's geared towards women, unfortunately, as women are the major force behind stuff that happens around the church. And I want to say that even in terms of attendance in most Catholic countries, it's women who attend most often. So the audience, so to speak, defined a lot of the material, and it's just like university. The more women dominate, the less men are. Men get disinterested. So it is really kind of gay. There we go.
Yeah. I do, but not so much anymore. Adi made my boy a la carte buy. Yeah. My church has basically only old people, and I don't think the young girls really care about what they're doing. Otherwise, I could see them at basically every mass. My church is cooked because of a priest that treats anyone like shite. I think he's a Mason personally. Good boy.
A Mason.
Damn.
All my introduction to secret society, to the fact that they even exist was. So I'm like what, 15 or 16. We're sitting in class in high school, and my friend says that the one that I sat next to, he says, "Look at that! look at the teacher. She has the Ring of Atlanteans or something like that. And I thought, whoa, what the fuck? What does that mean? Like, how does he know? He recognized and I looked it up later on. It is an actual thing. It's like some kind of occult or secret society. I don't know if she was a member or if she just found it online, but it opened up a new world when he mentioned that.
I see. Interesting.
And I didn't like her. She wasn't a fair teacher. So yeah, there was that.
I see. No, I'm not cutting through the fucking lumber district. That shit's fucking hell nah. But yeah, I don't know. I honestly can't even remember how I got introduced to like secret society, this Israeli Mossad operative shit. I don't know. It must have been like a slow unraveling over the years.
It was at your bar mitzvah. You can just come out and say it.
Nah. Thankfully, I've never been to a bar mitzvah, because I'm not gonna lie, that shit doesn't really sound that interesting to me, to be honest. So... yeah, no, but in all reality, actually, no, I remember. It was when my Uncle Steinberg, he introduced me to editing himself, and they were trying to get me to go inside this bloody cage. I didn't understand what it was at the time. Yeah, thankfully this Aryan guy found me, and he was like, no, don't go in there. It's bad. I don't know, Epstein seemed like a nice enough dude, though. He seemed kind of chill. I heard he gets along really well with kids. Let's see here, let me read some. Zeno broke the glass for the group. Yeah, probably. I broke that, and then I broke his bank account when I raised his interest rates. Shalom, Resad, welcome.
Mashlomeh,
I
Resad.
didn't think I'd see you out here.
Yes, welcome.
Dude, so you high as a kite or what?
Let's see, the fact that he was even
knew you'd
enjoying, I
like
should say anything about the author. The Catholic Church was infiltrated, the prophecy spoke about this. I'll never forgive him for that, or why. Okay, yeah, I already wrote that one. But yeah, Shabbat Shalom, welcome. We're doing things the ghetto way. That's why it's windowed here, because even though I fixed the crashing, I guess when I opened up the stream, we had a good solid like 10 minutes of black screen because of course Ubisoft, yeah?
Yeah, I've got the title for the video. It's a window into the past. Because it's windowed mode.
Yeah, I should probably retitle it to that once I'm done here. That would be funny. Honestly, like I don't know, I'm kind of getting used to this. I mean, yeah, my field of view's a little fucked, so it's harder for me to see things because I'm playing on a tiny ass laptop screen. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? This is the Xeno experience right here. This is peak Xeno Chimera experience. This is how we do things around here. It's always been ghetto. It's always been rough. You know, it's just how it be though. You know.
It gives you the similar vibe to the old Flash and games, browser games. That you kind of missed that era, but back in my day, you know, during IT classes and such at school, you often opened up something in a window like that. Would open some Java or Flash game.
Yeah. Oh, see ya, Mark. Well, I must go try to enjoy the rest of your day, night, and especially the Kino Ghetto gameplay. No non-groids allowed here, exactly. They're goy. No goys allowed unless I personally vet them and let them in. So yeah, have a good one, Mark. See ya. Windows
yes,
Crisis, Flash boop boop. And I miss Flash games. We do it ghetto style, oy vey.
They
but yeah,
tended to be pure gameplay, to the best of my recollection. They were just mechanics, simple mechanics, but people tried to maximize the amount of fun you could have within that framework. So Flash games did have some appeal. Yeah. I still remember a couple of them.
Yeah, I remember back when I went to school, there were a few Flash games I do remember playing. Honestly, I never, like, they just seemed kind of like a bit discount. I mean, granted, I didn't ever remember playing any of the real good ones, but I do remember they did have Soul and whatnot. But they weren't exactly my cup of tea again, though. It's just I grew up with the Wii, PS3, and mobile gaming. And mobile gaming, at least like 15 years ago, used to be real good. So,
yeah.
FYI, yeah, Retro?
Oh, it's FYI for the previous one.
Oh yeah, ghetto is a toucan word, by the way. Obviously, I mean, you know, Oy vey, the God's chosen invented most of the English language. I don't care what they told you in school, Goyim, but the Jews made the alphabet and the English language, Goyim. Also, I gotta ask, is my mic sounding better at all by any chance?
I can hear you fine.
Well, like, does it sound better as usual? Not as much popping, not as much, you know, any of that. Like, it sounds better, right?
I cannot recall if it ever sounded bad, but perhaps slightly.
Alrighty, cool, cool. No, they invented the rap industry, exactly. That is true, Retro, that is true. They were great big pioneers of the rap industry. Also, Forge, you wanted to ask me something about the game today?
I think that was it. Why was this one your favorite, or why did you consider this one to be the best one?
Alrighty, cool.
Yeah. How did the first one look like? I can't even recall.
The first one was pretty brutal, if I'm gonna be honest. But the first one was more. It was a much slower tactical shooter. It was essentially a Rainbow Six on fucking speed, except without movement and whatnot. It was a even more brutal experience. It also doesn't help that the game's broken due to a multiplayer update that they released, and enemies can see through walls. It doesn't help that enemies already like take chunks of your health with these. Oh my fucking god! Why are there so fucking many? Yeah, I mean, it was a bit more cartoony looking. Again, it came out in the early 2000s, so you know. But yeah, it was a much more difficult experience. Also, the protagonist of the first game is actually the Jackal in this game.
Oh.
Yeah, Jack Carver. Yeah, he's the quote unquote antagonist here.
This must be some wider sort of militaristic spycraft lore from real life, I think. Jackal. There must have been a guy who was called that, because I'm pretty sure there were more antagonists in more games and fiction that went by that name. Not just Bourne and this, but yeah, others too.
Well, so the Jackal, usually it means like they really don't have any like affiliation. They don't really have any belief. That's why he's a gunrunner in this game. And again, the whole gunrunner thing, that's part of because of the sort of gunrunner theories. I don't know if you know who the Merchant of Death or the Lord of War was.
Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, well, that's based off a real dude. I forget his name because it's Russian. I'm not very good at remembering many Russian names, if I'm going to be honest. But essentially, this was a real dude, right? And he was a very notorious gun runner, a very successful one at that. And one of the many, I guess, things in the 2000s was sort of gun running, because that was like one of the major topics. And one of the things, and it's also a bit more nuanced because they're not just like traditional bad guys. They're the people who supply the revolutionaries and the oppressors. They sell weapons indiscriminately.
Oh, so CIA then? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, well, they're CIA except that they're not part of the government, which is why the government doesn't like them. However, the government also needs them because they can go in there and, if you don't have the CIA attached to fueling armies, essentially, it works out for them. But at the same time, it also fucks up with their style and stride and whatnot. So, it's kind of like the reason why they don't like people selling drugs. It's mostly because that's supposed to be their job, not yours. But with gun runners, it's a bit different because they can essentially, make it so that the government organization in question doesn't really have to worry about the bureaucratics. They don't have to get their hands dirty to resolve the situation. You know what I mean?
Small business owners cannot catch a break, can they?
Yep.
It's never-ending war against entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
Which is this is okay. This is maybe too layered. That is what governments do. They hate this small-time entrepreneurs, but in this case, they it's also true because they want a cut of the action.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, it is a bit more nuanced with gun runners because, again, it's not... The government does kind of need them, or they kind of like having them around because it makes things easier for them. So...
Plausible deniability.
Yeah. Russian CIA, exactly.
FSB.
The drug thing goes back all the way to the Opium War, actually. That is true. Yeah, that is true. By the way, fun fact: Blackbeard, he worked with the senator to share the booty. Look it up, Blackbeard. Interesting.
As in the pirate?
Yes. I think I actually maybe remember something like this. Yeah, Blackbeard did actually work with like local governments to cover his ass. It essentially was bribery and government corruption for the time. So, yeah.
And then pirates eventually became privateers. A lot of them did, didn't they? There's also that they were forgiven. Many of them were forgiven after signing a contract with the government.
So again, my knowledge and more on pirates is a bit limited because my knowledge mostly extends to Pirates of the Caribbean and a couple episodes of Count Dankula I watched God knows how long ago. So
no, I'm a consummate pirate, as you know.
Yeah.
You didn't dirty your hands with piracy.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could understand the pirate life, but unfortunately, it's just not in the cards.
When people ask me how I can afford all those nice things, I just tell them I don't pay for my entertainment.
Yeah. Nah, just honestly, just say Steam sales. Steam sales. That shit's cheap. You know how many games you can buy for the price of a modern triple quad A game? Quite a bit. Oh fuck. So.
Funny because I bought a game just yesterday, and it's what 15 years old.
Yeah.
The shape of the gaming industry.
Yeah. Based piracy. Yeah, exactly. Resod. Now, unfortunately, I'm a good guy. I still buy all my games. It's just I don't like over splurge. I usually like it's just maybe $10 to $20 every now and then. That's pretty much it. And my boy got backstabbed. Who, Blackbeard or the senator? I can't remember. Was it Blackbeard? I don't know.
No way. Betrayals among pirates and politicians?
Yes.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
An unexpected development.
I mean, it's not exactly pirates, but I guess the topic is close enough. You ever heard of the Silk Road?
not the Marco Polo one, the website, right?
Yeah, the one that was run by the guy, and then the fucking feds got him because he was pretty much.
Yeah.
It was essentially eBay, but with stuff like drugs and shit. Essentially, obviously, you can tell that governments fucking hated him, which is honestly a shame because like he wasn't a complete asshole because he didn't allow snuff or COD points on the fucking platform. So, and the way they got him too was so shitty. Like, if you didn't think the government was scummy, like, think again.
No. Yeah, I remember there was a big story back in the day, and I remember that I read a lot about it, but I can't recall any details now. Well, yeah.
So
what is his name? What is that guy's name?
I can't remember. I'm not good with names. I can't remember. Was he a Polish dude?
I can't remember. Ross Ulbricht. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a name that gets brought up once in a while in sort of dissident circles.
Yeah. So essentially, how they got him is that, mind you, they've already been monitoring and watching this guy for a while, right? They catch him at a library. They have this couple who are actors, and they get into a fight, and he, of his own goodwill, tries to step in and whatnot, and while he's looking away, some government bitch puts a monitor, like a tracker in his computer, right? Or something. I can't remember. She essentially like got access to his computer. Because everyone in that building was a fucking fed. Everyone was a paid actor fed, right? So they literally took advantage of this man's good fucking will just so they could take it down because, oh no, you were selling drugs.
That's
honestly,
hilarious, man.
Yeah,
hilarious.
I mean, obviously, for legal purposes, I cannot condone nor support doing drugs, but at the same time, my boy didn't do nothing. My boy deserved better than this.
We're gonna catch this criminal, this vile individual, and we're gonna bait him into doing something good. That's so if they knew or suspected that he would react, who is evil in this scenario?
I know. It gets the brains thinking. Yeah.
Jesus.
So I want to point something out. Americans call them feds. We call them snitches. Yeah, I know. You know what's the worst part too is that this guy was probably like, objectively speaking, the best. He went about it the best way. It was a civil way of essentially selling illicit substances, and it wasn't just substances too. It was essentially eBay. You could sell anything, right? There were great refund policies. People didn't meet in person so that they didn't have to worry about getting ripped off or getting into altercations. Like if you were gonna do drugs or anything, right? This was the best way about it. It was a good service. And honestly,
but then how would the corporations benefit? We can't have that, and that's where the government steps in to protect the monopolies, to take power away from the people. That was just purely an evil move that had no grounds. I mean, it's dubious. We're running a website like that. I can't say that I can call it good or bad, but it's whatever the government did had far worse intentions and outcomes. Because then you see, after COVID, we all know how we all were exposed to the rot within the medical industry.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's just like, the more you try to crack down on vices and shit, right? And I'm not saying we need to have a society ruled and governed by sin, but I mean, we kind of already are. What's the point in even trying to lie and like try to cover it up? At this point, just admit it and just like let that shit go. If someone wants to die at the end of a fucking needle of heroin, fucking let them at this rate, Like, if they really give a shit, they know that they're never going to crack it down.
They don't. They don't. If government, I came to the conclusion that if government cares or seems to care, it's just because they need their sheep to work for them.
Oh yeah.
They just need their cogs.
Oh fuck! It fucking crashed.
They don't actually. No. Almost nobody in government gives a fuck. At least not at the higher levels. It's not real when they show concern. Well, I mean, listen, if you're in power and you need to do something clearly bad, something that people would judge as evil, you'll still couch it. Evil people are real life is not exactly evil is not exactly like Mordor, Sauron's forces, where you can see, or Death Eaters and Voldemort, where you can see the evil oozes out of them in an obvious fashion. They will hide it, and they will always couch it. They will always tell you it's for your best self-interest, that it's in your interest. They will basically do something outright evil and tell you, no, what we are doing is good, and people buy it. People don't give a fuck. That's what's shocking.
Yeah. That's... yeah. Shut it down. Exactly, Retro. It just crashed. A lot of small businesses get fucked over by the Pinko box. Exactly. I knew I should have been... Alright, we gotta see how far back it goes. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like completely derail here, but it fucking crashed, man, and I can't remember the last time I saved. In my neck of the woods, yeah. Okay, let's see. Please don't... Oh, fuck.
I would go as far as to say that if you specifically wanted for a population to not be too healthy, because you have a specific range of health, you don't want them to be too healthy, but also not too defunct, this is what you would do. You would crack down on Albrecht, because you need to regulate it, not because of any good intent. If anything, chances are that people will be healthier today if Silk Road continued, because there will be an open market. And I'm no libertarian, but there are a lot of scenarios when an open market that is sort of regulated by decentralized, it's probably would be better in the long run, or at least short term, than what can possibly have gotten much worse than what we saw during COVID, right? With corporations just... So that's my argument. It's difficult to imagine it being much worse. And people are already dragged themselves. Actually, let's run this scenario. So imagine people had access to Silk Road and most sort of softer medication, and even some harsher stuff. Wouldn't that require people to do more research by themselves and take responsibility for their health, instead of putting it in the hands of the doctors? You can see how running this scenario makes people, in the West at least, healthier, because they'll be more involved in the process, instead of trusting the doctors, who then turned out to be, a few years ago, just puppets of the medical industry, most of them.
Yep.
Yeah. So, because then you would have more information that's out in the open, and more information about those products that will be disseminated by other customers. You would literally have like an Amazon or eBay system with reviews, and people would hold each other accountable, because you see how people are about products online. A guy will... I know how I am. I will spend weeks doing research on most useless shit, like headphones. Weeks, days, hours. I'll spend a lot of time doing research on this stuff, cross-referencing information and reviews. Now imagine when it's medication. There will be even more pressure, even more to actually get it right. There will be a system. That's how it works with Amazon and eBay for the most part. They just best products do rise to the top often, or they used to at least. And now we have algorithms, ads, and shit. But it's decent. When you have a brain, you can buy a good product for a good price. Yeah. And with medication, there'll be more pressure. So we'll be basically, I would feel safer taking care of myself this way rather than going to a doctor, because the doctors failed me and my family, everybody I know, for the most part. It's just a continuous failure.
Yeah.
When there is an issue and a family member or someone tells me, it's just the doctors either fucked up in some significant way, and then there is another illness cropping up or such, or they just don't know how to help, and it's like that. It's been like that for years now.
Yeah. Okay, let me read really quickly what Roger said. Competition is a vice. It says the biggest multimillionaire. Yeah. Also, if the public doesn't fund the vice, how will they buy it? Exactly. And then they being the junkies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, we already allow a bunch of vices. I don't know why we can't just like fully commit here, you know? I mean, obviously with the exception of shit like snuffing COD points, I don't really, like, again, people ingest and consume a lot of things that are really bad for them. I mean, look at McDonald's, look at alcohol, look at, you know, smoking, like, you know what happened when we actually tried to ban that shit? Look at the Prohibition era. That shit didn't work and we ended up going back on it.
Okay, and this is gonna be. I don't know if it didn't work because I keep hearing from people and reading sort of blog posts saying prohibition did work, and it's. But I would have to look into it. You know, neither of us has any data on hand, so it's not. I'm of an opinion that the government can dictate cultural opinions just fine. It already happens. So
how's that fuel depot? That's what
yeah, but with vices, you know, we cannot have. The government probably thinks we cannot have unrestricted access to harder drugs because then we would be completely useless. They want or would like to replace us with Indians. The problem is they're completely incompetent. So I think they recently realized that they've pushed us too hard, and they are pulling back some of those more insane ideas.
Yeah.
So they're keeping us somewhere in the middle, like drugged, entertained, bread and circus, but not so much to a point where we would not be capable of maintaining the society for them, the infrastructure and logistics and such.
I see.
Because they, you know what, this is if you wanted to destroy the Western society completely, this is when you would unleash drugs on the population right now, because people have never been more hopeless and lifeless than now.
Yeah. You there?
I am.
Okay, I thought you cut out for a second. Retro says I disagree. With my statement that right now would be the best time to unleash harder drugs on the population in order to destroy it, or the fact that it's hopeless, or both. As in that people feel utterly hopeless, so this is the perfect time to prey on that. COVID fucked the infrastructure. I mean, they would do it if they wanted to obliterate us. They are not gonna do it because they want the infrastructure to run. So they are gonna. The boogaloo will only go so far. On the part of the government, I mean. Then the next psyop. Oh, there we go. The next psyop will only go so far. But yeah, I'm just. I haven't thought really hard about, long and hard about this. So. Yes. We are still living in a post-COVID world, Retro. Yeah, we are living the consequences. People are still sort of shell-shocked, and that's probably why we don't have another crash, economical or societal. They've put the brakes on the next planned psyop. But I think we are vulnerable, extremely vulnerable. Yeah.
In the West. Doomer hour.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's doomer. I mean, I would just say, you know, Just observations, perhaps observation hour. Because I mean, we're not really exactly saying, "Oh, all is lost," you know.
No. I've noticed I was about to go into a darker direction. And I'm pulling myself back from the brink.
I see. Oh, what the fuck? Damn, it's weird that these guys get beefier. I feel like they're taking a few too many hits to kill. I'll just
Why
say
do you
it here.
Yeah, he's teasing us. Oh, Doomer is just therapy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong though.
It can be, but yeah.
I mean, I guess speaking of bleak stuff, I've been
J-Rocket. J-Rocket.
I mean, yeah. You see how you know that the psychologists be making fucking crazy bang with the blue-haired girls and shit, right? That the dudes themselves create. Like, think about it. That's perfect. That's the perfect money scheme right there. You create fucked up individuals, and then you make money by attempting to at least comfort and console fucked up individuals. You know, isn't that the perfect like sort of money system there?
Create the illness and the cure. Well, and it's not even a cure. There is no cure, or what they are offering is not a cure.
Yeah. Holy shit! So many of these fuckers. But yeah, I will say that I've been watching Rescue Me, the old FX show by Dennis Leary. I've actually been digging it a lot. It's essentially Breaking Bad, but with firefighters.
Listen very carefully.
What was its name again? Rescue Me. Rescue Me.
Yeah, it's the one with the opening theme song by the Von Blondies. It's the Come On song. It's actually really good.
Nothing's gonna beat the Smallville intro, though.
I don't know, what probably is like some of the best opening. I mean, I don't know. Evangelion's has a pretty memorable opening.
I've watched about 10 minutes of Evangelion. Something about it pushed me away.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of weird shit. I mean, I'll put it like this: Evangelion, there's a lot of admirable shit, and then there's just a lot of weird shit. Like, there is an interesting imagination there, but at the same time, there's a lot of, I don't know. I wouldn't inherently say messaging, but there is messaging as well. And then also, Shinji's just an annoying little cuck. Ain't no way to put it. Ain't no other way to put it. I know that's the whole purpose, you know, because he's not supposed to be the hero, and yet he simultaneously is. Although I still don't understand why the guy who made the show felt the need to show us a little boy jerking off on a little girl's chest. I don't understand why the fuck that was in the opening of the fucking movie for it. I don't know why. Yeah, self-report. I don't know, Retro. It probably is a self-report. You know, like, I just came to see cool mechs fight cool abstract monsters and shit, and yet this motherfucker is showing us some really weird shit that, you know, makes me feel like I've been a little violated. You know, it's just, you gotta ask the question as to why. Oh no! Out of the fucking river. But yeah, no, Rescue Me is pretty good. I'd recommend it. It's rather based, I would argue.
Right, I've put it on my list.
I gotta ask,
But
did you
no-
ever finish watching Witchblade?
No, but it's not because of. It's great. It's just there's something about. I haven't watched almost anything in the past several months, if not a year. There's something blocking me from enjoying art. Because anytime I watch anything now, I think, shit, I should be writing. I should be making my own stuff, and I'm kind of burned on. I don't know. It's weird. On art in general, it's so difficult to. It's this thought that I should be creating instead of consuming, but it's gotten so much stronger the last couple of months. It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I really like Witchblade. It's good, and but it's. As I paused it and then I forgot to go back to it.
We should watch it together, says Retro. I can relate, Forge. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've been in a similar boat too. I haven't really been watching a lot of stuff as of recently or late. So, I mean, I too have been trying to, I guess, get busy, but at the same time, I just, I kind of needed something new to I guess, experience. So that's why I started watching Rescue Me, because I got tired of, like, every time I sit down and eat, I pull up YouTube, it's just traditional goy slop. I want to watch something that's at least a bit better and something that'll hopefully at least remember. So, because, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like, I kind of just, like, YouTube is just goy slop. I'm going to be honest, like, I can't remember the last time I watched a video on YouTube that I genuinely remembered. Like, even if I do watch a good video, I'll take away as, oh, that was good, that was entertaining for however long it lasted, and then I'll simply just move the fuck on with my day. Based, yeah. So, now I gotta fucking fix my cart. Oh my god.
You ever saw Chad Vader, Day Shift Manager?
No, I don't think I ever did.
Because I wonder if that one held up or not. It's from old. Oh my god, it's 19 years old.
Damn.
It's OG YouTube stuff, that type of thing. It's literally a guy called Chad Vader in a Vader costume, and he is a day shift manager at a store in America. And he has powers and shit, and people just dunk on him.
That one does actually remind me of one of the few I do remember. It was living with Jigsaw or having Jigsaw as a roommate. I can't remember the actual name, but that one was also it was just the puppet from Saw as a roommate. Not the actual like Jigsaw killer himself. No, just the puppet itself.
The puppet. Yeah, I can imagine already. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yes, says Retro. I don't know. I'll have to give it a watch sometime soon. Maybe if I get tired of watching Rescue Me, because there's like whole last like 7 seasons to that, or was it 7? I can't remember. But yeah, I've got a backlog of television that's slowly piling up with just like FX stuff. Because after Rescue Me, I'm gonna watch The Shield. So I don't know if you know what that one is either. It's essentially Breaking Bad, but with cops, dirty cops.
Oh, The Shield?
Yeah.
The Shield. No, I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it.
It was one of FX's shows.
I'll send you the link to Chad Vader. Early episodes are 5 minutes long, so you will know immediately if it's if you like it or not. But there's a they don't make content. They don't make stuff like this anymore.
Yeah. Retro says,
Chuck
dude,
Norris,
I still
believe in you.
Chuck Norris in Oblivion, yeah. That is actually kind of shocking. I am still shocked that Chuck Norris is dead. Like, I still can't believe that.
No, you don't know if that's true.
I mean, with celebrities kind of dropping like flies in the past 5 years, I mean, I kind of do believe it. So, I mean, he was getting up there in age.
Yeah, I think he died because of old age, not because of the vax.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I'm pretty sure it might have been natural causes last time I checked. You know. Yeah. Because I remember hearing something about him in the hospital, but he was in good spirits. I'm like, oh no. And then, yeah, like the next day, he's gone. Chuck was a very healthy man. Yeah, that is true. I mean, he looked young as hell. Like, honestly, I would have thought he was 40 or 50. Like, hearing him being 80, I'm like, wow.
Wait a second. Was he ever photographed with Jeffrey? Because if not, then it means he was against it. Then that means he was removed because he knew too much.
I don't know. I think if I remember correctly, Chuck did keep to himself. He never. I think the only person he maybe ever had any beef with, I think, might have been Steven Seagal, and that's it. At least to my knowledge.
That Steven Seagal, yeah, Seagal, yeah, the stuff he did that could anger a stoic.
Yeah.
He needed to be called out.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I've got some fucking car just. But yeah, no, like you know, I do love those memes, you know, with the whole Chuck Norris, when he got bit by a cobra, the cobra died 5 days later due to agonizing pain. Like that shit.
Cobra
I do
died.
find fun. Yeah, the cobra died. It was from Expendables, and then that starts like a whole wave of stuff. Like when Chuck Norris was born, he drove his family to the hospital. You know, stuff like that. Or when Chuck,
yeah, when he stands, he's faster than when you run, and so, when he stands still. Yeah.
Yeah. Or when Chuck Norris has nightmares, he comforts his parents. That one was also really good.
When he does push-ups, the earth moves away from him.
Yeah, stuff like that. Rip Legend, exactly. Lol. Yep. Or when Chris Hansen tells Chuck Norris to have a seat, Chris Hansen ends up sitting down first, and then Chuck Norris pulls out the chat logs on Chris Hansen.
Oh no. Yeah, Chuck Norris. Oh, Roundhouse kicked it. I thought he snapped his fingers or something like that.
Dude, yeah. When Thanos snapped his fingers and it went to go erase Chuck Norris, you know, Chuck Norris ended up snapping his fingers and turning Thanos into dust. Stuff like that I find funny as fuck.
You know what? Never mind.
What?
Nah, that's not a good idea. But I was about to propose a video watching segment. We could watch Chad Vader, but I have no idea if it held up. It's been at least 10 years since I've last seen it, if not more. It's so freaking old. Do you know? Okay, while we're on the topic of good old YouTube stuff, do you know Barats and Beretta? Comedy YouTuber.
Fuck. No, I don't. I mean, maybe I heard about that name, but I don't.
Overacting Bullets, a skit called Overacting Bullets, for example. But they had no. Okay.
No, I don't think.
What were the names? But you would love them because they were assholes. As they had edgy. Well, edgy, you know.
Yeah.
It was not humor. Not overly comfortable, maybe.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I like part of my thing is like I do kind of like offending people, to be honest. That is kind of like when I get into making anything, one of the main things is, all right, how can this simultaneously entertain people and yet piss people off at the same time? I don't know. I've always had a bit of an inflammatory nature. So
My God, Overacting Bullets has only 1 million views on YouTube, and that's one of the best YouTube clips ever made. Sort of skits.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, see ya, Retro. Have a good one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Chuck Norris kicked Retro out.
Yeah. How did the Big Bang happen? Because Chuck Roundhouse kicked it, yeah, and when Thanos tried to snap Chuck, he realized Chuck snapped his fingers. That is actually really good, yeah. Scheisse. Dude, why are there just random retards in the middle of the fucking road? Like, you see this shit, right, Forge? Like, these motherfuckers are just coming out of the random woodwork, you know? Just trying to bushwhack me and shit.
It's a safari.
Yeah. It's a safari and all I'm fighting are fucking monkeys, man. I want to see the lions, I want to see the zebras, the giraffes, the rhinos. All I'm getting are angry, bald, silverback, and albino apes.
Silver black.
That's right.
Actually, I didn't pay attention to the ethnic makeup of your enemies. Are they evenly distributed, or are they, you know, accurate to the? Are they accurate to the continent or to the region?
There's a lot of crackers. There's a lot of crackers here. But I kind of just chopped that up to being mercenaries, and there are white Africans, so...
Technically.
Yes. On technicality, yes.
Like Elon Musk.
Yeah. I completely forget that that man's African. I just think he's autistic, so...
He definitely is. Like his own father called him a retard.
Yeah.
As in, not necessarily in a nice way. He just kind of dunked on his kid, on his son, and he is a retard.
Yeah. I do feel bad because, like, did you see the emails where he wanted to go to the Epstein parties? You know, he was just
someone
like,
told me about them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You feel bad? Wait, you feel bad? That he didn't go to the island?
Yeah, because then that would have made the Epstein files much more interesting. Because, you know, like, Elon would have tweeted about it. You know, he would have referenced what happened there more often. You know, but he was left out because the tism was a bit too strong with him.
That might be the only case where the tism contributed to this to some good, or just helped in avoiding evil.
Yeah.
To help a man avoid doing evil stuff.
Here, give me 1 second. I gotta feed my dog. I'll be right back.
I'll take the wheel.
All right. Yes. Thank you.
No, I can't control the game like this. I don't know. I have no idea if someone's in chat. Because everybody left. Is anybody here? Retro is gone. Marty's gone. There was somebody else. Resawed 11. Are you still here? RESOD. Hey, I'm just making conversation. How are you? What's your take on the medical industrial complex? Oh, okay. Salute, then. Yeah, what's your take on the current state of the medical industry? Unless you don't want a Fed post, then don't. You can give me thumbs up or thumbs down. Maybe I'll sing. I don't know. Do I know any songs? Because we need like elevator music. Yeah, okay, gotcha. I mean, I'm not surprised that we are on a similar page there. Do I know any French songs? No. I should learn the one from The Hobbit. Hobbit song lyrics. The Misty Mountains. Oh, there we go. Found the lyrics. I think it went something like this, right? Oh shit, those are not the correct lyrics. I was about to. Think these are also not correct. What the hell?
Alrighty, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Did I miss anything?
Oh, I was about to start singing.
Oh, it's all good, man. Sing away. Oh, welcome back, Resod. Yeah?
I've picked one at random. So, far over the misty mountain sky. I can't. No, I would have to watch it be performed first, because I don't know how it flows exactly. I've only seen The Hobbit once. I never rewatched it. Kind of mid. Hobbit song, Misty Mountains. Let me see. Because I was trying to fill the dead air with something.
Yeah. What about Beyond the Sea? You know that one at all?
Is that which one?
No,
Which one?
I think it was by Bobby Martin. They used it in the BioShock trailer. Robin Williams did a rendition of it for Finding Nemo. You know,
Jesus.
it's somewhere
No.
beyond the sea, somewhere watching for me. My darling stands on golden sands and watch as the ship that goes sailing. You know?
I don't know that one. That's interesting.
That one is.
I don't think I ever had it. Yeah.
I mean, I probably butchered the lyrics a little because it's been a hot minute since I myself have listened to it as well. But still, yeah, Under the Knee. Yeah, that's one. That's one you should know by heart. A Forge.
Under the N.
No, Under the Knee. Counterfeit 20 drugs. I took plenty. Now I can't breathe.
Never had that one either.
No, because like it was a meme because I guess when that little mermaid came out, the remake, right? People were joking because she's black now, so they were putting George Floyd in there instead. So it's like
that knee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. George Floyd. It's hilarious. Under the knee. She can't breathe.
Counterfeit 20 drugs. He took plenty. You know, he got pulled out the car and had to flop on the ground like a fish. It's Kino. Ah, god damn it, man. These ninjars, dude.
Okay, this is on a higher note. He starts on a higher note than I thought.
Which one, The Hobbit?
Yeah. Just listen to it, and it's. No, I'll need to practice first. I always practice first.
I see. Done. Dude, I kind of wish there was a radio in this game. There isn't. Although then again, it would just probably be the same shit over and over again. Thirsty. What the fuck? Who's trying to snipe me? Oh shit. Holy hell, that man is moving. Actually, no, I need the health. I'm not even fucking... Yeah, I need the health here. Where is he? Dude, the trees are speaking, man. They're speaking African for some reason. There we go. I am healed.
Can they walk or drive over bridges?
Yeah, I believe so.
The enemies?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the problem in this game is that enemies are incredibly aggressive. Like if they spot you from halfway across the map, they will hound your ass until you kill them. That's kind of what makes this game sort of unique, is that enemies are like very aggressive. Which doesn't make any sense because, you know, with all the mercenaries and shit there, I don't like... There isn't to my knowledge, there isn't exactly like a bounty on your head or anything, but I can't remember. Again, it's been a hot minute since I played the game. Oh. And they will actively wait in cover too. Not only are these fuckers aggressive, but they're patient at the same time. It definitely makes for a an interesting experience each time, and then with the guns as well, which have a tendency to start jamming and breaking down the more you use them. But that can easily be offset as long as, you know, you just make use of the safe house and you pick up shit and whatnot. Which reminds me, I should save just to be sure. Where the fuck? See, this is what I mean. Like, they're just over there, just chilling in the middle of the bushes, and then they just ambush your ass, man. Like, this is insane.
Is your charger connected? Because it looks like you only have about half of your battery there.
Nah, it's kosher. I set it to like to not charge fully. It supposedly preserves battery life. So.
Right. I was shocked because it's been 2 hours and you were running on battery power? No. Okay.
No, it's plugged in. So.
Or maybe it's just disconnected. Yeah. Wanted to make sure.
No,
You're not gonna have a sudden shutdown.
Yeah, no, it's plugged in. So as long as it's plugged in, you know, knock on wood, pray to God that nothing bad happens. So.
With laptops, from my experience, even if the battery is sort of old to the point where it can only hold about 5 minutes of charge, as long as it's plugged in, the laptop will work just fine.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I have that. Like once it's unplugged, it'll die in less than 30 minutes. You know, once it's unplugged, it doesn't last
there we go.
long. So
there we go.
And it's only gotten worse with time. Like, you know, so.
Meaning, even if the battery goes to shit, it's still the gear, the hardware will not become a brick.
Oh yeah.
I think there are laptops where you can, or they used to be. I'm sure I've seen at least one in my life where it would work without a battery. I don't know if that's the current one I have. That's no, it does need a battery, but there were cases like that. I think, or maybe I hallucinated it.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave for now. See you later, guys.
We're losing people.
I know. It's fine. We're just having fun here, you know. I'm past the point of giving a shit about like new raids and whatnot. We're just having fun here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I am. Okay, now I can start singing.
Good. Yep, see you, Resod. Have a good one, man.
Yeah. Bon nuit was good evening, right? How the hell do you...
I don't remember. I don't speak French.
Good night in French. I'm sure Oh, Bonne Nuit. Okay, yeah. That's it. Yeah, I hope I pronounced it correctly, but that's the one I meant. Oh yeah, you said yup. Good.
Damn. I need to fix my ammo pool at some point here. I like how they can even like shoot through certain walls sometimes too. You know, they can just shoot through shit shacks, so they're not even full cover. Oh fuck.
That is on purpose, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Again, I mean, you see how thick these walls are. It wouldn't make sense, you know, for them to be bulletproof.
Well, back in the day, sure, with old design, but I don't know how modern shooters are designed. I wouldn't be surprised. I would assume that modern developers don't care and everything would stop bullets.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. Well, I presume Siege, Rainbow Six Siege, has proper physics in it.
I don't know.
Other developers probably wouldn't care.
I never played Siege, so I only played the Vegas games. That's it. Everything else.
Oh, that's interesting. Let me look those up. Rainbow, because there were a couple of entries in that sort of Tom Clancy saga during the 360 era. So some of those games might still be. They must still launch and work and be fun. I never played those. Outside of Splinter Cell, never played any of those games. So,
If memory serves me right, Vegas is still a fully functioning game. Both Vegases.
Oh shit! 89% on Steam. I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah, they're good. I know a lot of the other like Rainbow Six games though are in rough currently in rough shape. So like the lockdowns, whatever they were called, you know. I hear those don't run very well, and I've also heard that the Splinter Cell stuff isn't working as well as it used to. So I wouldn't be surprised if Vegas probably doesn't work as much anymore, but still.
Thinking more Advanced Warfighter, perhaps that was.
Oh no, that one's
another
also.
one.
So with that one, apparently, like due to the online nature or components of the game, like it's fucked even trying to play it single player. Like you need to do some weird shit where you gotta like maybe turn the internet off or disconnect your Steam from the internet or some shit. I don't remember. I just remember I was about to buy it and then on the release I saw this like wacky shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Rainbow Six Lockdown. Oh, that's okay. That's a game.
Oh, what the fuck? Did I just kill Mr. Bean? Oh no, that looks more like Mr. Bean and Ryan Gosling's love child. If I'm gonna be honest. What the hell?
That's quite a range from Mr. Bean to Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
The most average-looking man ever. The most plain-looking man.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't like I know it's funny, you know, the whole Ryan Gosling's literally me, but I don't know. I mean, he's not bad by any means or stretch, but at the same time, I've never been like fully sold on them either. Like I like Drive and whatnot. Oh, Shabbat Shalom, Arkham Fallout, welcome. Hello, long time no see. You Bagzino, how are you guys? Anything all good? Oh yeah, we're all kosher here. We're all good and kosher.
We are taking a glimpse through the window into the past of Ubisoft game design.
Exactly.
Literal window, wink wink, because it's in windowed mode.
Exactly.
Now you can kill me for spelling it out.
Nah, I'll just tax you, Forge. Ain't no biggie. We'll just make sure quarter of your next paycheck goes to Israel. It's all good, man.
Fun fact: so everyone gets taxed anyway. If you buy anything, you get taxed, whether you want it or not. But I've never been taxed on my income, basically. Never. Because officially I've been unemployed my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Nice.
So, yeah.
The beauty of freelance commissioning, right?
And similar and stuff of that nature, yes.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? They blew up my boat? Oh well, that's fine. I can take this one instead.
And with stuff like homeschooling, you explicitly have parents who... It's not like it's illegal in most European countries. It's just in a gray zone sometimes, and it's stuff that's not really well charted. There's no need. Most of the time, the parents value discretion. They don't wanna. They lead private lives and such. That's not something you can really be contracted for in an official capacity. So there is also that. Teaching was also under the table, as they say. Not illegal. It's just doesn't have to be official. So that was nice. So yeah, but I'm guessing once my game releases, unfortunately, I'll have to become taxed.
Yeah.
On my income. Unless there is a way for me to get paid by sending people, I don't know, just I'll have to do one-on-one transactions. That's not a way to go around doing that. I need Steam, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh shit, here, I should probably save, just to be sure. There we go. I need to find me another one of those towers. Not the inward ones though, but just the oh fucking hell, I don't even know. Oh sweet, I got a free car with a gun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna need to progress this game at some point here instead of doing all these like side missions and shit, because like I need real gear. I'm tired of using the AK and the SMG. But at the same time, the inner Jew that's within all of us demands that I raise shekels for this real gear, or in this case, in this game's case, blood diamonds.
Same thing.
That's right. Yep, I got one. I just love how you can run over people in this game. It's kind of funny. Honestly, like in any game with cars, I don't know like if you can attest to this, for it, but like in any games with cars, I'd always love just going around and running into people.
Yeah, that's one of the first things you do. You see, because it's goofy. On my part, it's not because of any deep-seated hatred for pedestrians, but it's just once you notice that games can treat that aspect differently, you start testing it, and in some games, you know, they just die. Sometimes they just bounce. Sometimes they dodge. I cannot remember which game that was. There was a game many years ago where the pedestrians just perfectly dodged your attempts at splattering them. You could never kill them because of that. It must have been a PS1 or slightly maybe later, but I think it was a PS1 era game. Driver. Could have been Driver. 1 or 2.
Nice.
Oh yeah, because you were not supposed to kill anybody. You were supposed to, as a professional, you were not supposed to commit any vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
And then GTA gave everybody freedom, because almost everybody played at least one GTA game in their life. So that becomes a benchmark. Then you try that in every other game with an open world.
Yeah. We are in Africa, boys. What fun are we having in the jungle? In the mighty jungle. We are having much fun. I'm just trying to rebuild the African economy, what little left of it there is.
Economy, Jesus.
What?
For African economy, that sounds hilarious. Sounds like an oxymoron.
It's just like we should give women rights, you know? It's one of those kinds of oxymorons.
Well, an economy does not exactly need a stock market, but that's what people think about. Advanced tools, but barter also probably qualifies as an economy. So there is that. It's technically an economy because they, I'm sure. Oh God, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sure exchanges take place even if they are without money. There we go.
Exchanges take place without money. I mean, yeah, that's the mosquitoes getting AIDS constantly in Africa. That's an exchange with no money.
Exchanges of goods, I meant.
I mean, yeah, the Africans deal in AIDS and the mosquitoes take the AIDS. And then they spread them and they transfer them to give more people AIDS.
You cornered me because I wanted to say man-produced goods, but okay, yes, sure.
I mean, technically they are man-produced goods because they come from men.
Yes. I can't find a way. Cannot find a way out of this.
Exactly.
The disease economy thrives on this continent. Yeah, there's something about. I like palm trees just fine in real life, but whenever I see a palm trees as a setting, it's immediately repulsive to me. Crisis 1, I could not. Maybe it's because I'm used to the forest as a European. Must be that. A forest should look like a place where a fairy tale can take place, not where zoo animals roam.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, I kind of like more exotic sort of beach environments more so than forests, if I'm going to be honest.
That's fine. Oh, that's fine. It's just my problem, a unique problem. That
Nice.
Whenever that's what kept me away from Crisis effectively. Could not, for some reason, if those were oaks and stuff like that, instead of palm trees, I would have finished Crisis 1 probably.
Honestly, it's probably not even worth finishing Crisis 1. Like, really, it's Crisis 2 and maybe 3. The only one I can truly attest to those two.
Those were better games, yes.
Oh shit, I've only got a bullet. Dead Island got a cool beach. Oh yeah, look, Dead Island isn't bad too, it's just the faces all look fucked up in that game. Like, the actual people themselves, they look fucked up.
Similar setting, also didn't finish Dead Island, yeah. Because something of the exotic sort of beach and palm tree setting, it's it's odd. I don't know why.
I mean, there is a lot of debauchery and degeneracy in, sort of an exotic environment, so maybe that's you're noticing patterns going on?
Yeah, and they scream tourism, those places, and I don't like tourism and tourists. I'm sure there's a deeper connection there.
Oh yeah.
But as a holiday destination, oh yeah, there we go. Those are not places that looked like someone should be living in or would live in, whether it's a resort or a jungle. But then with a forest, I don't have an issue because it's something I can look out my window and see a forest.
Yeah. Here, give me 1 second. I gotta go grab a phone charger for my phone. It's about to die here, so I'll be right back.
I wonder what it says about any other setting, because like space. Space is fine. You know what? No, it's just racism. I think it's just racism. Because I see a palm tree and I think things about who lives among those palm trees. Yeah, that must be it. I have figured it out. Arkham Fallout. Dead Space games have cool space in it.
Alrighty, I am
True.
back.
Oh yeah, I figured it out. It's just my racism. That's why I don't like the jungle.
What do you
It
mean?
might
Are you
be
trying to
might be
say
as
black?
simple as it might be as simple as that. Because I see a palm tree, I think,
Nice people, right?
there we go.
Yeah. Knitters, even,
Knitters.
Yeah, they love knitting. So what, you got a problem with different colored folks? Shit, Forge, you know I'm black, right?
Well.
I'm joking, I ain't black.
Where's the pun? I'm waiting for the punchline.
I'm waiting for it too, you and me both.
Oh, okay.
It's got some cool space in it. Yeah. Absolutely, man, it's a very spacious game. I love it. Blue people. That would be kind of cool if there were blue people, if I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we've got black, we've got yellow, we've got white. Technically, we got green people if you count Irish people. But that's only if they're ever wearing green. Ah, shit! No. Dude, it's so easy to die in this fucking game. Okay, so apparently I gotta go and find somebody and I gotta go ice them.
It's gonna be difficult in Africa, finding ice.
Yeah. If only this was in the States. You know how easy it'd be to find ice?
Oh. Yeah, especially towards the southern border.
Yeah. I just came to the realization the other day. Do you know why Mexicans drink warm soda?
Why?
It's because they're afraid of ice.
Okay. So I've got a Rainbow Six on the list. What else do we have here?
Yep, Rainbow Six.
Oh, it's here. I can fire it up. Fire it off. Fire it up. Yeah, fire it up. There we go.
Nice. Guys, can I have the 200 diamonds for nothing, please? I don't have the 200 diamonds, though. I don't understand what you're on about, Arkham. I don't got the 200 diamonds.
On a second thought, it's a Ubisoft game. I'm not gonna start it yet, because it's gonna change my resolution to 640 by 480 and resize all my windows on the desktop, most likely. So that's what happens with those older, especially older games.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it later once I finish up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever happened to you, but you fire up an old game, sometimes it starts in a 480p res.
Yes.
And then once you set it up to 1080 or whatever it is that you have, you exit, and then all your windows are tiny, and you have to resize.
Yeah.
That happens even more often with ultra-wide monitors, because I have got a wider monitor and it struggles with detection, so it very often defaults to the lowest one on the list, lowest one possible. I'm sure it doesn't happen as often with people who use a normal ratio, like you have 16:9, so probably doesn't happen as often.
No, I mean, it happens a lot in those games. So.
Okay. Well, then you know my pain.
Yeah. I should reload my gun here.
So I like multitasking. I open my 10 freaking apps so I can, draw something, let's say, or work on my game. I need to shut it all down whenever I launch a new game, instead of me just doing it. So it takes time to set this shit up.
Yeah.
And then it's annoying. Then I want to multitask. I want to draw for like an hour or two. Then I want to play a game. Then I want to switch back to. It's not that easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the reason why I busted out a second monitor here. It was so that I could multitask, because I really got sick and tired of only being able to really do one thing or the other. So. Oh, fuck, that's not the way I want to go. I need to go back to the bar. Apparently there's missions there. Ah, shit.
Another problem with games set in a jungle is the lack of variety. It's usually just that and a couple of shanty towns, kind of, or decrepit towns. That is also one big issue that so this crisis and such. So when you have a game with a more conventional setting, you have variety. Even take New York. It's more varied than this from Crisis 2, because you will have a tunnel, you have a skyscraper, you have a park. For some reason they know that they have to make it. Well, okay, it's just New York is a varied place. Jungle is not, so maybe it's just realism. Yeah. But still, it wouldn't hurt them to sprinkle some more interesting places. Yeah.
I mean, Farcry, I think, usually did a better job, at least in 2 and 3, because, I mean, there's lake areas here, there's desert Sahara areas here. Variety is a bit better. Don't get me wrong. It is the color palette does fool you into thinking that it's a very similar experience, and it is to a degree. So, but yeah, it's not the best tier, but it is certainly better than something like Crisis. But even then, Crisis still had its moments, because you fought in like the alien sphere thing. You fight, it becomes Arctic at some point. Spoilers, but yeah. Who played a game called Freedom Fighters? The game is created by the guys who made the Hitman games. I heard of it. I still haven't played it. But then again, I also really haven't beaten any of the Hitman games either, so. I mean, it seems interesting.
I didn't play it. No, I heard of it, but I didn't play it.
Yeah, it does seem interesting. I will maybe one of these days give it a try.
Yo, mi hermano.
Looks very interesting. I'm putting it on my list right now.
It's coffee and pot put together.
And it is IO Interactive indeed. So it's before Hitman. This is what they made.
I was thinking we should get some of that shiznit. They got a whole sack of it sitting right out in the open.
And it has good reviews, 90% on Steam. That's promising.
Hey, Forge, since you're the woman resident expert, I don't mean to interrupt you, but what do you think of her?
Women expert.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll have to charge double for this.
Oh. Well, then we're just gonna have to let the Forge files get released then.
I have nothing to hide.
That's not what the chat logs say.
My conscience is clear.
The Forge flight logs say elsewise. How her ass? I don't know. Looks a bit flat. Like the width is there, but you know the size. I don't know. It's more wide than it is round. It's mostly the tits that I'd say kind of hard carry.
Woman expert. It's like calling someone a foodie. Shouldn't everybody be interested in what they eat and how they eat it?
Yeah. You know, got the red beret. She's got blonde hair, it seems. I don't know if it's bleached or if it's dyed, though. I can't tell what color her eyes are.
She will help. What is it? Save the white race.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna be doing we're gonna be doing the great replacement theory in Africa here. We're gonna be slowly replacing them with white women, or not just white women, but with white Jewish people. So, let me see.
Wait, what?
What? What do you mean? The great replacement theory. You know, it's gonna come for the Africans next.
It's the last part that confused me.
Yeah,
white Jays.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a thing.
I mean, they're pretty white to me. They pass the skin tone check for me, at least.
It's not the nose check, though.
The nose is fine. Like, you know, I mean, what race doesn't have a large, you know, huge, giant schnoz?
Most of them. It's just...
I don't think you're noticing the correct things, Forge. I don't think you're noticing properly.
What do Brothers Grimm mean by that? Why does Rumpel? Oh, okay, I can't recall if they wrote Rumpelstiltskin, but he has a big nose and he loves gold. What did they mean by that?
Exactly. Like I'm asking the question. I'm asking the same question here. But at the same time, though, oy vey, stop noticing, Goy. Ah, Jesus, 5 fucking diamonds, bro, man. Yeah. I swear, you know, these fucking people are trying to absolutely shake me of my diamonds. That's reliability. I need accuracy and reliability. Yeah, fuck it. I'll buy it. I just need a new gun to play with. The AK has its limited uses. Our ass. Oh wait, I already responded to that one, Arkham. Open the door. Open the door. Let's see. Who played the game Urban Chaos Riot Response? The game is created by the guys who made Batman Arkham Asylum game. I've heard of it. That's also another one on the get around to list. But at the same, like that one doesn't look bad. I would play that. You ever heard of that one, Forge?
I've heard the name. That's it. Never played it.
Yeah, it's an FPS made by the Rocksteady team.
Yeah, but I'm noticing a pattern. The game before they became who they were. They became the the next one is gonna be Oni or Marathon. This was by the guys who made Halo. You ever heard of it?
I have actually. I heard about.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. But I'm cutting Arkham Fallout, cutting in before he can use that one. He'll have to think of a different example.
I'm not gonna lie, Marathon could have been cool if its comeback was, you know, an actual Marathon game instead of a generic Goy slop looking looter shooter.
It's funny because they could have made a boomer shooter. And no one would blame them for it, and they would. There's still a hunger for that genre. So yeah, they could have remade the original Marathon with new graphics, and that would be cool. I would play it if it was good, if it was well made.
I don't know about a remake, but considering that they themselves kind of have multiverse shenanigans in the franchise, I don't know, like a reboot wouldn't have been opposed to.
Yeah,
Like-
maybe not one-to-one remake because the level design wouldn't hold up, but some sort of reimagining of the first game. In theory, again, obviously they would fail it. It's just we're just shooting the shit here.
Yeah.
The remakes are a bad idea.
I mean, like, I don't know why
But yeah.
people... Yeah?
Reboot would have been better, like you said. Yeah, your idea is better. Just a reboot.
Yeah, well, no, like, I don't know why more people don't take from the Doom 2016 playbook, you know? Like, there's a lot more that can be done and worked with that. Like, again, look at how Doom 2016, it was simple, but yet it was an obvious elaboration, but it still kept all the core ideas intact. They just added some stuff to make the gameplay feel much better, you know? Feel much more impactful. Like, it's not that hard, you know? I mean, Marathon I don't think is Marathon's a bit different because it is a bit more of a narrative-based game. Like, the thing with Marathon is that it absolutely is sort of, it's dialogue focused. So, and not dialogue, it's more like terminal focused, but still. You know,
Lore heavy, yeah, lore heavy.
Yeah, but there is still like plenty of room for cool action. I mean, one of the main guns in the franchise was double barrel or was dual wielding shotguns. So.
Hang back, we're gonna move in closer.
It's like there's still absolutely plenty of shit they could have done with it, and it still would have felt good and impactful to play. Here a horror game. Who played Obscure and Obscure the Aftermath? So I actually own both of them, and I played like 30 minutes of the first Obscure. I never got around to finishing it for one reason or another. So, but that is another one I need to finish at some point. I do have both of them. What about you, Forge? You touch them?
I thought about. I don't think. If I played Obscure, I didn't finish it, but I don't think I played it. I read about that game back in the day for sure. I remember when it released. But yeah, he keeps finding all the games that I never played. So good. That's good. That's good. More.
Yeah, more Arkham Fallout. More! There we go, I got some
More. Kylo Ren. More.
Exactly. That's who I was for. You know, just
Mhm.
gotta hit him with the, you know, more! Gotta get like really
Obscure.
good and scream it.
Oh. Okay. No. I was thinking of an Enclave. So no, Obscure. Well, yes, I've heard of this game. Yeah, that's a horror. Has horror vibes. Local. It had co-op. Damn. Has very good reviews, which means it's might not be as junk as it looks like. As it looks like it might be. Yeah. Obscure. Obscure. Let's check a different website. And bingo.
I like how this guy was just trying to snipe me down with a fucking shotgun in a Ubisoft game. That is funny.
Speaking of niche games, any of you heard of a game called Echo? And it's a sci-fi, almost a puzzle stealth game.
I mean, the name sounds familiar, but that is a very, I guess, technically
Yes,
generic name.
It is. It makes looking it up difficult. But I remember being blown away by the atmosphere. Though the gameplay was alright, but the atmosphere was fantastic. It was at that point, perhaps the most immersive game I ever played. And that was back in 2017. Oh, Jesus. It came out after almost nine years ago. I keep thinking about... I want to replay it, but then I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it as much as so I don't want to mess with the good memories that the game left. If that makes sense. Because I'm fine as is.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no point in trying to confirm whether it was actually that good or not.
Yeah. Arkham says he's heard of it. More. Damn. So I will say I have been I've also been playing Umbrella Corps recently, the Resident Evil esports game essentially. I gotta say, I mean, I've only been playing solo, but like the single player mode. I gotta say there was a lot of potential there. Like there's a lot of weird, shitty jank shit, but at the same time there was like a surprising amount of potential there. Like I do feel like had they actually put some more thought into it, and you know clearly not rushed it out the door, I feel that that could have been a truly interesting game. Because it is kind of
many such cases, as kids say.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like, because like I've always wanted like a sort of tactical shooter set within the RE universe, because like I do really like those the Operation Raccoon City. I know that's not a good tactical shooter, but again, it's another game with a lot of potential. The cast was Edge Kino. I thought they were cool as fuck. So, you know, it just could have been so fucking interesting. And I mean, Umbrella Corps actually, I wouldn't even say is like as bad as people make it out to be. Like people are like saying it's 3 out of 10, like it's completely unplayable. It's actually surprisingly playable. Gunplay doesn't feel bad. Oh, let's see. Here's another game. Who played Mercenaries Playground of Destruction and Mercenaries 2 World in Flames? I haven't, but those are on the list. I've heard about them. I hear they've got a good destruction in them. So that obviously does interest me.
It's one of those that a lot of my friends played, but I never played that one. Because I think it's a 360 era game. And there were many far better and more captivating games, let's say. So that one got pushed back to the back, sort of back of the list. And then the generation has passed, so there was no point or no opportunity to go back to play it.
Yeah.
Let's see if there are any reviews of it. Reception 70%. That's good. That's good. I wonder how well it aged. Got a sequel, so. Yeah. Oh, Pandemic made it. Huh.
Yeah, the Battlefront guys. Or the original Battlefront team, I should say.
As opposed to the new EA Battlefront with DICE, I think.
Yep.
It's yeah, no one's gonna remember that game, I think. Or maybe, well, there are some. It had a few fans, but
What,
not as
Battlefront?
modern Battlefront. Yeah.
Well, the second one actually is good. I've played the second one. I never touched the first one, but the second one actually is a really good game. There's a reason why a lot of people do actually still play Battlefront
Interesting.
2. Yeah.
Does it have Disney slop in it though?
Yes, but you can always, like, you can actually straight up filter it out. You can play by certain eras of Star Wars, so you can still play
Oh,
the first
shit.
and second. Yeah.
Nice.
yes,
But
it is.
because of that reason alone, I would never give them money. But I hate modern Disney. So, and what they did to Star Wars, I'm actually a big fan of the universe. So,
So, you Heisakaita
if
really-
someone likes Star Wars, they should boycott
I knew you'd
any
like
new Star Wars shit. And then
Yeah.
even then, I doubt it's anywhere near as good as the OG Battlefront games, because those were special.
Yeah. No, well, I'm just going off what I know because I've played quite a bit of
Yeah.
Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is a really fun experience, so. And a lot of people do actually like it a lot.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
Mhm.
The suffering titles. Man,
yeah.
you keep finding exactly sort of these. I want to call them B or C tier games, as in terms of popularity that I missed, even though I've played a fuck ton of games during the 360 era, an insane amount of games, and then still there were a couple that, seemingly many that eluded my attention.
Yeah. I played the first Suffering. They used to be on GOG. They've been delisted, unfortunately, but you're definitely gonna need a bunch of patches and fixes to play it. But I did play the first one. It was good. I never got around to beating the second one because I needed I needed to fix it, and I never did. But yeah, Suffering isn't bad. It's pretty good when it works.
The first one was a PS2 game, and now the sequel was also a PS2 game. So not the 360 era, but close enough. Close enough.
Yeah. Well, it was Midway that actually did it. You know, the Mortal Kombat guys. Yeah, that was Midway that made the Suffering.
They published it, and Surreal Software made it, and their list of games is not long. Basically, the two Suffering games, Drakan, whatever that is, and Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
Damn, that's quite a stretch. You go from the Suffering to Lord of the Rings. That is definitely an interesting path.
Just licensed, I presume. It looks like it was official. This is official game, but not based on the movies, but on the books. Yeah. Huh.
That's far enough.
Reception
No weapons. Come on, arms up.
59%. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Midway Games. They were acquired by Warner Brothers. It looks like they were maybe tied to, or they belonged to Midway at some point. Because you said Midway Midway published it, but maybe it was an in-house production. Oh yeah, it's parent Midway Games. There we go.
So we'll get to the point.
Suffering.
Standby point is in Southern Desert. Find the team and destroy their gear. Then they are nice and screwed.
They're listed from GOG. Well,
don't forget, this is
how are you supposed to acquire it then?
You don't expect any help out there.
I don't know. Maybe something sail the seven seas. You are a
Or find a PS2 copy on eBay and then just get emulate it.
Yes, legit emulate it. Totally. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, I can't recall how it works in the US, but if you're... okay, maybe I'm mistaken about it, but if you own a copy of a game, then it's fine if you download a copy from another source.
I mean, at least here in the States, I still believe that's piracy, but it's
okay.
To my knowledge, like, it's fine if you have a game and you own it and then you emulate it with like all proper hardware and whatnot. It's when you go and but I hear like even some of these kits come with the games anyway, so I don't know, or like some of these emulation kits. So, but again, I'm not an emulation expert nor a legal expert, so
Most emulators just come with actually nothing. You have to download the console software separately because of legal issues. And you are supposed to own the console and rip it from the console itself. Just, people are silly.
yeah, silly billies. So now that I've finally taken a mission and I've got some extra cheddar, I'm gonna go help my homeboy out. That's what the blue means. So now we're gonna go help out one of them, and we're gonna go make a crazy bank for Israel. Why did he? Oh shit! Nope, we need to. Dude, I hate the malaria. Actually, is just genuinely annoying in this game. Like malaria genuinely just sucks ass. Damn. Xeno is turning yellow. Oh no. No, that's not how it works. I'm not becoming Asian. I'm not getting, riced, as they say. I don't know. What is the term for like when you get, is it yellowed? Is it highlighted even? Would that be the term? You know, instead of getting bleached or black, you get highlighted, yellowed, mellowed. You know, I don't know. It's so confusing.
That doesn't happen and nobody cares. That's probably why there is no term for it.
Damn, that sucks. Because then I could just be, you know, more offensive more accurately, but now I'm, you know, I can't be accurately offensive.
It's the meme of the Chad studying so he can be racist more in a more factual manner, more accurately,
efficiently, spiritually, talmudically.
It's informed, enlightened racism.
Exactly.
You wouldn't want, you don't want casual racism.
Yeah.
We are going ranked mode.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the most ranked racist, even though I'm not actually a racist, and nor do I believe in racist ideologies. I just like pissing people off.
Yeah, you know me. It's funny because I do judge people by gender and race, and yet you'd probably say that I'm fairly reasonable.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm extremely judgmental. It's just that it doesn't mean that I have to be rude or that I just file information into my vast library of knowledge, but it doesn't have to translate into action necessarily.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, like, you know, it's like I said, like, I personally don't give a shit what color or whatever, you know, people are. Obviously, if you act a fool, you act a fool, you know. And yeah, I see the statistics. The statistics don't lie, but at the same time, you know, it's just, I thought it was always a folly to just always, you know, get too many panties in the wad about race and whatnot. It's just never been my my kind of thing.
Hey, sup? What do you know? What do you say? So these special forces guys.
Arkham is asking who played Shadowman Remastered. I had no idea that got the remaster. I never played the original.
I think I actually have Shadowman on GOG. I got it for free.
It was remastered by Night Dive, who remastered System Shock games. So that is good. That's a good sign. Huh. But now the question is the game good on its own rights or not? Shadow
mission is
Man.
to snatch and grab this guy who's been stealing medical aid.
Is this Vin Diesel or is it an accident?
Sent to the
Just
APR. Now they're going to help me take out the posse.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
Stealing gear and
is,
selling it
is,
to
is it
100%
Riddick?
markup.
I miss Riddick.
Plan is good, unless the APR figures out that I'm the. Find
Yeah.
the little
Did-
at the villa. Get
Did you see Pitch Black?
Yes, I've actually seen all 3 of them. I did watch all 3 of them. I watched Riddick, Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and then Riddick. And I like Pitch Black the most.
Yeah,
So-
that was the best one.
Yeah, Riddick is probably my second favorite, and I just don't really care for Chronicles of Riddick that much. A bit too much of a tonal whiplash.
That is the correct order, and it's hard to argue otherwise. Yeah, that is the Pitch Black, then Riddick, then. I do like the second one. It's just that it doesn't gel well with the rest of the franchise. Did you see Dark Fury?
No, oh, isn't that the animated one?
Yes,
No, I have not.
it's good. It's good. That was the first and last DVD I ever bought in my life, I think. Because I wanted to have it in my collection.
Nice.
They released it standalone as a DVD.
I gotta ask, are the games any good, the Riddick games?
Oh. Escape from Butcher Bay. It's great, bordering on phenomenal. It was one of the best game of its era, sort of that time span. It was an, yeah, it was very unique and had sort of RPG elements without statistics, so it was organic, diegetic, as some people would say, at least when they talk about UI and stuff. No, organic. No. The UI in that game was not diegetic, so I'm confusing concepts. Forgive me. As in how you interacted with the world and stuff. The first game, very good game. Although, no, it still holds up. The sequel, not as good, but still above average game, definitely. So if you like the first one, you're highly likely to like the follow-up too.
Nice.
It's possibly, I think it's one of the best exclusive for the Xbox. There weren't many of those, to be fair, but I think it was an OG Xbox exclusive, and it was, for me, it would be reason enough next to Halo to go with that console, over PS2, for example. Yeah, it was that good of a game, and the texture work. Because I replayed it a few years ago, and it still looked great. It controlled well. It's Starbreeze, and Starbreeze were next to Arcane. They were exceptional at making sort of movement feel right in games. So the guys who made Darkness, Darkness 1, and I think Payday, but that's a different beast. So I always liked Starbreeze a lot. Very underrated studio.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I would definitely give Butcher Bay a try. It might be finicky with because there was a remaster. So when Athena, the sequel, dropped, it came with a remastered version of 1, at least on consoles, on 360. I don't remember how it works on PC. Who cares? There are differences between original version and the remastered one, but since you cannot compare because you never played the OG, neither did I. I played the remaster on 360. So
yeah. Well, that is like one of the things I've heard is I heard there's like a bunch of different versions of the game that are, because I watched the Mandalore videos on them.
Yeah.
So I remember hearing a lot of there's major differences between them.
He overstated those differences. No, he it's not. It was true what he said. There are differences. There are many, but it wasn't as difficult to run, or the differences were not as important. It's fine. It will look fine. I guess there is the blue tint in the remaster, or the other way around. But I didn't find it distracting, and there are probably mods that can remove it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, if a game like that, if Escape from Butcher Bay came out today, it would be easily game of the year, no contest. It was just destroy the competition.
I see. Interesting. Yeah, because that is
Great,
another.
great freaking games and brutal games, edgy.
I
Not
see.
in a try hard. I would call them mature. Those games, as in they approached the subject matter seriously. It wasn't needlessly gratuitous. It was just what it was, and Reddick is a shockingly well written and realized character. It was made by people who really cared. I wouldn't call it art, but it bordered on that because of how well it was realized. The whole vision, just again, extremely immersive, extremely captivating, with atmosphere and setting.
Interesting.
I'd say the first game is a 9. The second game is a 6 or 7, just because there's too much shooting in it. But the stealth is still very good in the sequel. And it's shorter. It's more like a glorified expansion.
I see. Yeah. I've been interested in those. So that's another one I need to add to the backlog, along with the all the other games I've been needing to get around to. Oh shit, my vehicle's almost burned in here. I do like the darkness a lot, so if it is the first one, I mean I like the second one more, but the first one is really good. To me at least.
It shares the same DNA in terms of you really embodying the character. I don't want to use the word immersive sim, but this is how you do it, how you do immersion. Because your movement has momentum, because you are in a skin of a character that moves with a certain speed and manner, maybe. And I like those little details where it takes a split second for him to stop, for example, because you are moving a body. You're not a camera hanging in the air. You can always see your limbs. You cast a shadow. It's a tremendous amount of attention to detail. Absurd, or these days would be an absurd. You would never. Okay, there's not a single game that's close to that one in terms of quality. But back then it was we took it for granted.
Yeah.
It was just one of many games. I mean, it was recognized for its quality, but then it was quickly overshadowed by a lot of many other great games.
Yeah. Shit, the game just fucking crashed again.
Mm.
Damn it.
OBS Kino.
Yeah. Do you want to call it here today, Forge, or do you think we should still keep going?
Yeah, I'm losing the thread slowly.
Alrighty. It's all good, man.
I'll go to sleep.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for stopping by and shit. Thanks to you, Forge, for joining me on my safari through the black and Windows screens.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, good night, Arkham. You have any final remarks, Forge?
Be good, kids.
Yeah, be good. Stay out of trouble.
Don't do
Do
drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. And
seek some help.
Yeah. Get some help, and don't forget to donate to Israel. With that said, have a good night, y'all. Peace out.
Good night.